Well, well, well. Look what the cat dragged in today. Oh no, we got a YouTube chatter. I was gonna spam emotes. What up, Graham? How you doing, bro? What up, Edson? How y'all doing today? Over on Twitch, first shot of the day was Parody. Parody, pretty quick, sir. Impressive. Very impressive. How are you? My name is Chlorokin. I'm having a no good, very bad, stinky Ferris Bueller's day off kind of day. Just the worst day. That's okay. Because I have you guys, and you guys make me feel better. And my girlfriend was supportive. Which is kind of what you look for, right? What's going on? Someone says Drake look good for level 3 missions? Sure, I'm sure it is, yeah. Dwayne, how you doing? Big D up in the house. Spectators here, how y'all doing? Of course, February is Dwayne Appreciation Month. Make sure you don't fuck it up. Gravy says late one today. Yeah, I was going to stream at 11. It's now 6. Yeah. Born Crusher, what's going on? Blaze is here. Young Mahoninator is here. What's poppin'?
Connecting.
Mahoninator is stressed. Feels bad. I told him to smoke cigarettes, but that was a joke. Cigarettes suck. Don't do that. Dell, what's going on? Pixie's here. Spooky's here. Relly's here. What's up? T-Kooks is here. What's going on, nerds? Thank you for the follows. Listen, so... Yeah. Yeah, so one of my pipes, one of my sewage pipes to the house had an issue. And had a section that was frozen. And, yeah, it's not great. Not a great thing. But I basically have an access point to it and tried to snake it out myself. No good, it's frozen. I tried to get temperature down there, but it's a nice solid cluster. I can't possibly defrost myself. I tried to rent a torpedo heater from like a equipment place, but it was industry size. I couldn't even fit it in my car. Then I went to buy a kerosene heater from like 3 different stores, and all of them were sold out. And they kept telling me they had them in stock, and I would go there and they'd be out. So I called like a million plumbers, and like most of them were like, well, we'll just cut the whole pipe out. I'm just like, can't you just point a torpedo heater at it and defrost it, dude? And then other people were like, yeah, we'll call you back. And they never called me back. And I'm just sitting here with still no plumber coming. Just like, well, this is miserable. But you know, I'm like not in the worst of spirits. I just hated the idea that I spent so much time trying to fix it and couldn't even get the tool I needed to fix it because there is a demand not being supplied. Apparently during cold snaps, people go out and buy a bunch of kerosene heaters and brick the supplies. So if someone needs one for an emergency, there's none there. Pretty interesting. That whole adherence, that whole cult-like following of supply and demand kind of point-blankedly not serving the people's interest here, I'd say. But regardless of the big picture stuff, a bit of a bummer. I'm just going to have to call more plumbers tomorrow. But it's not great, you know? It's a pretty bad situation. But I'm sure we'll get it sorted tomorrow. But for now, just understand my day's been miserable. I've been trying to do everything. I even had like a hairdryer. Happening your comment. I mean, the good news is I have an access point to the thing that's frozen. I literally looked in it with a light and saw the obstruction, but it's just, you know, I'm no plumber. I don't have a kerosene heater sitting around, and every single store is sold out. You know what really pissed me off is I called up Harbor Freight. I was like, hey, I know y'all are probably sold out, but can you check? Do you have any there? And they're like, yeah, we got 3. And I get there and they're like, we don't have any. I'm like, who the fuck did I talk to? They're like, you talked to another store. I'm like, but they told me to come here. Sheesh. Yeah, I'm not very good at, like, the whole running around and getting the thing and, you know. If you give me the right tool, I can do the job, generally speaking. But the whole... Yeah. Miserable. So anyway, a bit of an unfortunate day here. I basically couldn't get a plumber to come out no matter what. I tried to do it myself, couldn't really make any progress, and so the house is pretty much shut down now. I had to, run out to use the bathroom. But I live rural enough where I can just go pee in the woods, so we Gucci. What up, RuPaul? So I'm gonna get it fixed tomorrow, but for right now, it's just like, fuck me, dude. Mahoney says it happened to us in Leadville one year. It took forever, but we eventually got it with a hairdryer. Yeah, I had a hairdryer for about 2 hours myself. It's a 4-inch pipe, about a 10-foot run, maybe 14-foot run. Honestly, I don't know how big the freeze is. It bellies, right? Whoever installed it's a fucking moron. The grade is not right. You're not ever supposed to have freezing in sewage pipes. It's literally a bad install if it ever freezes. You missed a drop. Yeah. I've been running around all day trying to fix something. Couldn't get it fixed. Nobody can help me today, so I have no plumbing in my house. We're gonna play some Eve, hang out, chill. 50 pals says Dan for streaming just as about to hit the bed. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'll stream for a couple hours, hang out. Figure we can scan some stuff out of Tabby. I think Blitz already scanned it all for me. Maybe I'll do like a couple hacking sites or maybe some combat site or I don't know. Who knows what I'll do? I don't know. I have no idea. What's up, Scotty? So basically the idea is in a perfect world, like if you have, here I'm about to draw, let me get this next jump. It's just this guy, right? So like in a perfect world, like, your pipes don't freeze because they're the sewage pipes, because all the water automatically goes down, right? This has to be like a grade. I'm just telling you, the people that installed mine are fucking knuckleheads. And I can already tell looking at it that this is the problem. It basically froze up like cholesterol in a vein. And then I guess one load, I suppose, so to speak, clogged it up. Ain't no way to break it out either. I mean, I snaked it, I did everything. It's just a literal freeze job. Absolute nightmare. What's up, Blackheart? What's up, Technotro? How y'all doing? Sorry, I'm just bitching about life today. My house broke, basically, and I'm sad about it. This happened 2 years ago, too. But, I insulated the whole pipe. I thought that would be enough, but the grade is just ridiculous. Bipolar-ass state in Denver. Yeah, the weather's interesting in a place like that. What are y'all up to today? I almost didn't stream today because of this nonsense, but I figured, you know what? Screw it, Let's go get a plumber tomorrow. Live my best life. You want to know something funny? There's a site in here called Drifter Field Rescue. It's like Drifter, we'll call it Field Rescue. So there's a site called Field Rescue in here, and basically there's like a bunch of wrecks all over the place. There's like 30 of them, and then like there's like a pack of like 7 rats. And it's really funny. They just like chase you around as you salvage the wrecks. So if you have 2 people, one of them chases and leads them away, the other one salvages. And then they switch, and then the other person salvages. I was doing it with a courtmate yesterday. It's really funny. I was 3-boxing this with 2 Logi and 1 Domovic, but you can just do it with Punishers. Like 4-mil Punishers can actually do this. You just run when the rats come. What's up, Vector? Just watch 16? Hell yeah. Is drain pipe somewhere you can just point a space heater and leave it for a while? Yeah, so I don't even have a proper space heater. I use like the radio. You can see I use these in my house for like spotting rooms and stuff. But I feel like anything short of kerosene at least would be too small powered. I went to a rental place and was gonna rent 155,000, what is it, BTU? I can't remember the unit. Propane blower. I was gonna put it way back and just point it at it, yeah? But I got there and the guy's like, yeah, so the tank is 300 pounds and you have a car you can't carry. I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot, aren't I? I'm so bad at life. He's like, it's okay. So I couldn't get that. And he said, number 1, number 2, it's way too powered for that. I saw, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is too big. I literally just need a homeowner kerosene heater. That's all I needed. But everywhere is sold out because people are scared and just pre-buy things. Plumbing sucks when it doesn't work? Yeah, it's okay. I guess I'm not really looking for sympathy, even though I appreciate you for real. I guess I'm just letting it out. That's all. I was talking to my girlfriend earlier about it. I'm like, damn, I'm like being a hell of a Debbie Downer right now, aren't I? But anyway, this site right here, it pays 30 million split among the people that do it. You can do it in like 5-10 minutes. It's really fun. I'm calling it Drifter Ball. If anybody wants to play Drifter Ball with me in Tabby, I'm going to probably try to push it next week and get some of my core mates to do it with me on stream. But it's really funny. I'll even give you a ship for it. You literally just got to go to Hack and then fly to Tabby and a Punisher and we can do it. Anyway, long story short, Drifter Ball is hella fun. It's not the best money, but it is money. For a new bro, it's actually pretty good money. But anyway, I'm not going to do that right now. What I'm going to do is check out the maps, take a look around, kind of just make myself at home. If you haven't heard, I have a corporation called Chloro Kitties. And we have a couple of bases. Unofficial HQ is Heck for new players. But Tabby is where I hang out.
Sergeant_Blazy says yes.
Yes. But I also hang out in Curse to do blops, but it's like kind of a closed off section of the corp. Pixie says, feel your pain, feasibly plumbers. We're also expecting a plumber next week. He gave us a quote for 3,000 CAD. Yeah, I mean, you're probably having some serious work done.
Autopilot disabled.
Thank you, Slimy.
Waypoint reached.
Time to unsub.
Time to unsub.
Makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. No, that makes a lot of sense. Good. No, I got a quote to cut the whole pipe up out of the ground and replace it. This guy's like, yeah, honestly, we usually just replace the pipes because it's such a pain in the ass to defrost such a long length. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, we could just cut it and regrade it and fix it for like, you know, maybe $1,000, $1,200 or something. I'm just like, I think I just need a space heater. But, I talked to other people too. I talked to like a chain plumber because I couldn't find any local guys that gave a fuck. And the chain was like, we'll call you back. And like, that was like 3 hours ago.
Autopilot disabled.
Fish says, why are we unsubbing?
Wait, why are we unsubbing?
Because, just poor quality content in general. Yeah, just not great, you know? That's my argument. What's up, Freya? What's up, Fish? What's up, Goblin? What's up, Ingenic? Plumbing rough because it can easily destroy your house if the plumbers really got you by the short and curlies. Legendary, how you doing?
Skill training complete.
What's going on, friendos? Blackheart cheered 100 bits and started the hype train. They're like, we're gonna pay for your plumbing. Thank you.
Hilarious. Our escape pod was destroyed and
let's
you
enjoy
died.
Aura, shall we?
Well, actually, your old self died and I miraculously escaped. Lucky for you that you have been reincarnated through an insurance clone. Open the medical services and I will show you more about this nifty little thing.
Now let me ask you something, chat. If I just let me out, I'm not gonna do this because like I'm a creature. I'm a creature of comfort, right? But like if I just didn't unfreeze it, like in a week or so, it'd probably be unfrozen. Had to wrap the pipes on a trailer. Heat tape, yeah. So I know about heat tape actually. Heat tape is more for the water lines in. I guess there's nothing stopping you from putting it anywhere. You can even wrap the things underground or under a trail. You can wrap it like that. But heat tape would be for like super cold climates. You would put it on like the line from your foundation into your water heater or whatever your main water. You'd wrap that up. I never thought about putting it like on the actual. I mean, it makes sense, but it's because it's such a big pipe. I never even thought about it. What if you step a bunch of salt down the drain? Arc Swift, what's up, buddy? Thank you guys for helping, of course. I've done about all I can do. At this point, I'm just gonna call someone tomorrow. No big deal. I'm fine. Just can't take a shower. But you guys, you know, you can't smell me anyway. I actually smell alright right now, which is you know, change of pace. Change of pace. I smell like exotic fragrances. Oh, you love to see Tabbetzur already scanned out before you even get on. Shout out to Blitz. He scanned it out. Let's see how good of a job he did, shall we? X Manny, what's up? Could you boil a metric shit ton of water to unblock it? Yeah, I did that. That was my first attempt before the hairdryer. Shards, you know, I guess now this is a plumbing stream, but the truth is that there's too much water pulled up between the block and now to really change the temperature in any timely fashion to get it to unfreeze. It's kind of fucked. It's kind of fucked. No real way to keep the heat in the space. Yeah, no, I feel you. No, I feel you. What's up, William? I'm just gonna hang out in Tabbetzur, talk about some game mechanics. You know, I had a. Do you guys know who Monkey is? You guys know who Crazy Monkey is? Hairdryer? Yeah, I used one. Yep. I don't have an actual heater. It was the closest thing I could get. It's a little mini. My girlfriend's little travel hairdryer too. It was so funny. It's like that big. I was like, meh. You did wormhole gas hopping for the first time and someone tried to kill me? No shit. So I guess the advantage is like if I live in J space or like hiding in J space, I can find like a little corner of J space untouched. But if you go into J space, it's never untouched. You are the one touching it. Someone might find you. Good. I guess you got out, Silva. Someone says got a pressure washer. Yeah, I don't think I have the balls to do that with freezing weather. What's up, Saru Watori? How you doing? Monkey's one of my alliance leaders. Yeah. So he DM'd me asking if he could like watch a video or something like that. I'm like, listen, dude, you can watch videos, you can react to videos, you can steal and monetize my videos, you can steal my strategies and say they're yours. Whatever I make is yours, my friend. He's like, oh, okay, sweet. He's like, I didn't know about all that, but nah, he seems like good people. He's also a peer in the gas game. If you don't know who Monkey is, he let me do a little shout out. He streams himself, what is it, like 20 damn accounts doing gas? It's actually kind of impressive. Where's my YouTube chat? Shit, I lost you guys. Where are you? Hi. Oh my god, hi. First time catching a stream. I prefer Twitch, so I'm glad to find you multi-stream. Yeah, I streamed to Twitch, but I just mirrored over to YouTube. You try to pour warm water? Yeah, warm water, soap, all that stuff. I'm sorry, I've been ignoring YouTube. Newest Nomad was Grace's Clay. Never played Eve, but I like Nomad series. Fascinating. Thank you for sharing that, Clay. That's crazy. You would point a hairdryer down the drain for a night or two? Damn, you would leave it on overnight? Europeans are like, holy fuck, that's like a month's salary worth of electric. Appreciate your content and effort you put in. Last video was fantastic. Brought a retired 2K player back into the game. No shit. I'm glad you're enjoying it, for real. It always makes me happy when people find something to enjoy about the content I make and feel compelled enough to share it. Thank you. Bit of faith. I hope you enjoy Eve. I kind of make this argument a lot. My chat's probably sick of it, but I think Eve might be in its golden age right now. Just be careful. No, Nomad was great, says Daydark. Never played Eve before, but your series is fascinating. Oh, this was you, yeah? Clay? Got you. Yeah, sorry, I was ignoring YouTube chat. Yeah, Daydark Clay. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the hype train, guys. It popped off, but I wasn't really in the mood to milk it, so I appreciate the support, of course. What hacking skill should I have before I start hacking wormhole sites? You know, you probably want to have at least 4s. But I usually point people towards nullsec instead of JSpace to start hacking. I think it's a little safer. But it's all personal preference. More likely right, but I hope you're wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's quite fun, the game. There's quite a lot to do. You know, there's a bunch of changes coming up this year. We've kind of... It looks like they're building some frameworks to keep the game fresh for a while, and I like that. Like, the game's going to keep changing. Every time they do a campaign in the theater of war, a military campaign in the theater of war, their new terms, there's going to be lasting effects on the game. For example, Tabbetzur was a drifter invasion, and the lasting effect was that we got a third Thera, basically. Pat, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate your prime. Chloroquine Squish. To all of you beautiful chatters, all of you handsome chatters, the bestest of boys even. Shard says, what are you up to today, man? I'm literally just going to explore Tabbetzur. Here's a map of Tabbetzur right now. Excuse me. We're going to explore and maybe look for some stuff to hack or just goof off, maybe make some observations and just talk about Eve. Other than that, who knows? Sometimes I just change gears randomly. What's going on, Ikbin? Ikbin joined my corporation, I believe. Exciting. What's up, Sphinx? What's poppin', Slime? Good thing you didn't come with me to Brave Space because I found nothing but humiliation and sadness. You would have hated it. It's hard because like I almost root for Brave when I don't catch them. I'm like, they got away. You know, you're like watching a nature documentary about like a lion. Like the lion needs to eat the gazelle or this whole documentary is fucked. But you're still hoping the gazelle gets away. Did I miss something in a minute? What's Tabitha? What's Tabbetzur? He says Tabitha. Yeah, so Tabby is a low sec system that has 9 or more static wormholes in it. Okay. Pretty much everybody who uses it is East Europe, possibly Russian time zone. It's hard for me to kind of tell. I think they're Russian. So when it's like 3 a.m. in like Moscow, for example, this whole system's just dead as a doornail. So it's like perfect prime time for US East. Low sec static with 9. Low sec, yeah, so there's actually 2 of them. So you may have heard of Turner too. Turner is another one with a ton of statics. I don't know the count. I actually don't know the exact count on Tabby either. I think it's 5 or 6 K-space statics and then 4 to 5 J-space reverse statics. But Turner is an older one. Turner is kind of inhabited by this group called Deepwater Hooligans. And it also has a ton of statics. And actually Turner is mapped by Eve Scout. Signal Cartel. Tabbetzur is not.
Connecting.
Is this a new thing? Tab? Yeah, it was last year. How come it's got a load of statics? Well, because there was an event, the Drifter Crisis event, and it did something lore-wise to this area. I truthfully don't know the exact lore. Yeah, there was a big lore thing for this too. I want to say this was also the event that caused some of the stars to go blue. Or change the loot into blue stars or something. Tabby's a type of cat. We do call ourselves the Tabby Cats out here. How much ISK should I have before I start to nomad if I do? Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a bad question. It's a good intentioned question, but it's a bad question in its form because, you know, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you know. I would say if you made me answer without knowing, I'd say a couple billion. But if you're going to tell me you want to do like gas, I mean, you don't need that much to start, man. Yeah, look at Dwayne. And I'm not trying to be dismissive at all. It's just that the question, you know, my answer is enough. You need enough ISK. How much ISK should you have before you start? Enough. But now, if you have like 3-4 accounts, I'd have a few build minimally. Otherwise, you're going to run into problems. I was semi-around for Crisis, but didn't realize it had its impact. Love it. Yeah, Jack and Jill and local. Uh-oh. Jack the Needle and Jill the Shadow. Wait until I find my 3rd account, Joe the Seeker. Can a lot of us jump into Punishers and jump with you for backup? I mean, actually, if you want to play with me right now, I'll do a site or 3 with you. Anybody that comes to Tabby, if you want to come, let me know. I'll give you a fit for a Punisher you can buy in Heck. I'm going to bring some out here. There's a site we can do where we salvage. I was talking about it earlier. It's called, I'm calling it Drifter Ball. Salius, what's up? Thanks for coming. Enjoyed your stories. You're welcome. And thank you for sharing your appreciation. There will be more. I'm planning on doing 1 video a month, and then for Nomad Tale next year, or later this year, or whatever, you know, scoping it out properly. So if you like it, there will be much more. That treasure train was completed with 69% to level 2. That's the number. Been working on an app. Cool if I drop a shameless plug. Been working on an app. Cool if I drop a shameless plug. Is it an Eve app? Because if it's like something unrelated, certainly not. B with an itch. What's going on? How you doing? What's poppin'? Welcome to the stream.
Connecting.
Zephyr, follow the stream. What up, bro? Or Lass. Could be a Lass. Not many of those Lasses playing Eve, but there's a couple dozen. I can attest to that. No, just huffing. What are you up to? About to just do a little bit of scanning. It is post Russian prime time, which means Tabby is nice and dead, which means we can kind of just float around and, you know, scan some stuff. Maybe we'll go to LoSec and look for some ghost sites. That would be fucking insane. No, he couldn't possibly find ghost sites on stream. That'd be crazy. You gonna wormholes, right? I can bring 2 tunes. No, so Tabby is low-sec, and it's connected largely to other parts of K-Space, but there's a connected to some J-Space, too. I'm not gonna lie, I usually don't even bother with the J-Space out of Tabby. I have my own farm hole in high-class J-Space. I use Tabby to get to, like, remote sections of low-sec every day for fun stuff. But I'd probably just do it with corp mates, to be honest. Just do it with them there, corp mate. Let's take a quick look here, see if our friend Blitz got it all properly. Looks pretty good. It's just cut. That's gone. Wow, he did a good job, didn't he? Holy smokes. It's pretty nice when the map is done properly. I think we'll have some success here in the future. I may have to whitelist the map. I don't know. If we get more like glitches like what happened to Gravy, I'll have to whitelist it, right? But for now, I think it'll be good. It's low like I get kill rise against you, right? Yeah. So Charge, I think you're kind of a little confused here, and that's okay. So Tabby isn't really for PvP for me. Yeah. Tabby's just a place to hang out at with lots of connections all over the place. Yeah. So what I was saying, if you want to bring a Punisher, you can bring one here and we can do the Drifter Crisis field rescue sites together. But I'd have to give you a fit for it. It's a specific fit. Otherwise, I'm just going to do my own thing. You know what I mean? I don't want to mislead you here and have you come out and expect to do something that we're not going to do. You know what I'm saying, Shards? You know this is 63 people watching me on Twitch. Holy smokes. How do you guys even find out about the stream? Do you get like a notification on your phone from the app? Do you get an email? Do you look at me on Discord? Like, how the hell does that even work? I've only ever looked at streams when I'm just like browsing. South says, you gonna work with me today? What's going on, South? I'm gonna work with you. Maybe. The hell do you want? Heard of you through Loro, good old Discord pay. Well, sure, no, okay. There's how did you maybe hear of me, or how did you meet me? And there's also like, how did you find this stream today, right now? You get a phone pop up, Discord ping, got it. Unsub button is broke, we can't leave. Sup, Glenn? My silky smooth appreciator. Oh gosh. I am having a hell of a day, folks. I feel completely not drained, but like I'm just over the bullshit already. So I figured today would be a great day for no NPSI. You my third scroll through suggestions. Hell yeah. Almost missed my targets. Insta clicking in the noti. Ah, the YouTube feed, right? That'll grab people. Was on my YouTube landing page. I forgot about that. You know, I almost wish the YouTube video was hidden. The YouTube, I looked for a setting to disable notifications for the YouTube live. I honestly wish it wasn't there. You've heard me through Ant and found me through stream. Yeah, no doubt. Tiku, shut up. You've been here forever. You're basically an OG. You've been following since September 2023. You're just not one of those shrub farmers, though, which honestly do respect. You just don't get the respect you deserve. Techno puts on the stream, yeah. What's up, Zor? Oh, I'm so blessed to have people to talk to and hang out with. Appreciate y'all. William says what they're going to do to wormholes. Their changes coming for the wormholes. Yeah, I kind of anticipate they're going to, you know, flesh out some of the systems and make them easier to understand. I really doubt we're going to get a mapper, folks, but we might get some improved functionality on bookmarks. It's possible. I would love just a unique wormhole, shared bookmark folder that has special functionality. I would love that. I've seen every ant within a day or so of release since episode 1, says Knoxville. Holy smokes. So, how? How the hell did you find episode 1? What's a shrub farmer? The shrub is the subscription badge. I'm just saying, wow, you've been here a long ass time, but you're not one of those like, here, look at my sweet shrub kind of guys. I'm a shameless farmer. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Yeah, you know. Some will farm the shrubs for those that cannot. Knoxville says, I consume a lot of Eve content on my quest to avoid losing it. Yeah, but like for episode 1, dude, the only exposure out there was a post on Reddit and the forum. I think if you didn't see one of those, it's just crazy. I believe you though, Knoxville. The Nomad sale has been epic as of late. Late night background music, yeah. People do tell me they go to sleep with it because it's long form Eve narration content. It kind of makes sense. Plus the monotone. You think it was Reddit? Yeah, there you go. I remember I posted it on Reddit. The first couple episodes I posted on Reddit, and then they started like deleting my posts whenever I would make a new episode. They're like, oh, no plugging. No shameless plugging. I'm like, okay, sorry. I'm just trying to share a cool thing. They're like, put it in the sticky thread. I'm like, okay. Yep, I will. And I just never posted again. What if it's shameful plugging? There you go. AC 800mm says, I live there in Tabby. Scanning every day, but those Russians sometimes don't stop to roll wormholes. Yeah, so if they're on, I'm pretty careful because they close the holes randomly. They use an Archon and stuff to close it. It's nuts. So if like Parallax Alliance is on, you gotta be kind of careful. Punisher fit, yeah. How do you calculate closing holes and not get stuck on the wrong side? Yeah, so basically, it's actually just algebra, and I know that's going to be patronizing, but I want to just make it clear it's actually nothing complicated. If you know how much mass it takes to close a hole, and then you know the variance that it could be, you can work out using like big and small. Big would be your prom head on, small would be it off. You can work out how many cycles you would need to account for that. And if you ever mess it up and you come back and it's about to close, you then use a hick to go through and back, which doesn't close if you go through with the thing on. So the idea is like, it's all formulaic. There's no guesswork. So with an XL hole, for example, you literally put your carrier through once and again, and it's closed. For other holes, it can be up to 5 guys, I believe, going through and back and close in one go, up to 5 battleships. But there's multiple different types of wormholes, and they all have different masses, so you got to know what you're doing. Just re-downloaded Eve. Never got too far with the game before, but don't know what I want to do. I'll figure it out, though. Yeah, it's an MMO, right? It's a sandbox. Not a lot of directive. I recommend the air missions. They kind of give you a sense of what might be out there, and they give you sweet rewards. So for anybody coming back that just doesn't know what the fuck to do, I mean, these are actually pretty fun. This is some of the best early game Eve I think you can get. Anyway. Let's take a look. Oops. Let's take a look around us, yeah. Shameless plugin. Go follow my channel. I play sad, emo, and music. Alright, let me shout out Spooky. So one thing that's kind of interesting about Tabby and Turner is like, because it's low sec, and a lot of it's low sec on low sec, you're kind of actually left in this weird situation where like bubble ships don't have any effect at all. It's pretty much just one side might be null or J space. So bubbles are pretty bad out here in Tabby, which makes the whole thing super safe. I just have the ship anyway. Let's take a look. Looks like QOT. We haven't seen that one yet. Let's go through here real quick and mark that. Blitz did a great job with this map. He formatted it right. He also got all the bookmarks right. I'm very proud of him. It can be easy to fuck this stuff up even without glitches. I like how your stream keeps moving up to line up. Oh, I like how your stream keeps lining up with your workday better and better. The truth is that my stream is random as hell. So this is a low sec static here. He marked it correctly. We're gonna go through real quick and throw it on Wanderer. Just so we see what we got going on. Oh, okay. This one was already here. He just didn't connect it. Got it. Cool. So the whole map is done. This is interesting. I bet this is uber close to Jitta, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, no, it's not. Holy smoke. Wait, what? Hold on. 7 jumps through Lawless. All right, this is actually not close. This is pretty far for being in the Citadel from Jits. I'm using the Astero to scan on Jack. I plan to make a dedicated scanner for this system, but I'm using Astero. Remember, it's all low sec pretty much that I hang out in, so the Astero we know is invulnerable in low sec under almost all situations, so it's perfectly reasonable to scan with, but, you know, Covops would be better for this instance. I just have this just in case we find some cool scanning site or hacking site to do. I can refit into a comfortable bit. So, let me see. Filter, how are you? Zephyr, welcome. T-Cook says, Spooky, I've seen you in chat for a while, but didn't know you streamed. We'll have to check it out. Hell yeah. He streams like music. He plays Animal Crossing. He crochets. No, just the first part. Just need some caffeine. Well, there you go. Oh, goodness. So, personally, what I like in Tabby is that you have access to a variety of low-sec systems every day. Most of them are dead because low-sec is largely dead. The problem with low-sec is that getting from a trade hub to a cozy low-sec system involves crossing annoying low-sec or a lot of systems. Cozy low-sec tends to be far away from trade hubs. The advantage of Turner and Thera is that you get, and Tabby is that you may get lots of different low-sec systems to pick from that have no logical connection and are completely dead. I use that to my advantage to do unrated complexes and dead sites with a Proteus and a Hecate. I also will do like light hacking with the Astero. But with that said, I am still interested in learning how the Drifter Crisis site works. At this point, I only know one of them. This is the only one I know. The Field Rescue. This is what the Punisher fits for. And I think this is a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to get my newer core mates involved in this. But there's other ones. There's one where you have to literally charge. This is true. You have to charge up the capacitor of a Dreadnought to win the site. Pretty wild. There's even more. There's one where you have to avoid traps, like in an exploration ship. On your way back to Jeddah or Rome, thought Desto would be heck. What? Hell yeah. My Maze Clorkin hasn't banned me for self-promotion. I just shouted you out. You goofball. I just had a guy come and post a link to his project. It's all Gucci. I think self-promo is like there's a way to do it. But I don't really know much about it. Nakrar, how you doing? Basically home fronts, but a bit harder from what I recall. Similar, yeah. But the thing is, you don't even necessarily need the full comp to do it. I don't actually know what home fronts are like, but like this site says, you know, it's 3 to 5. We're doing it with 2, no problem. A Nomad Tale 16 looks like I got 8,000 views first week. Pretty insane. The one thing that it's pretty shocking about a Nomad Tale, if you look at like the YouTube metrics, it's like, you know, the average watch length is pretty long. You know, from like a half an hour to sometimes 50 minutes. Like that's tremendously long on YouTube. That is incredibly long for an average view length, like insanely long. Like even long video essays generally have way less than that. So it's like clearly the people that want to watch it are happy to watch it. Jean, how you doing? Why use a Astera over a CoVops? So, you know, it's a handsome question, but the short answer is for advanced hacking sites like ghost sites and sleeper caches, I prefer the Astero for a couple of reasons. It's like way more nimble. So basically you take a sacrifice on the scanning aspect, but you get a huge advantage to me in the advanced hacking things. It's also a fun ship. Good to see you, Jean or Jean. I don't know which one you are. You foster such a safe and welcoming space. I mean, not if you're a racist, in which if you're a racist, this shit is not welcoming. Speaking of racist, what's up, Zedekiss? No, I'm just kidding. He's like, what did I do? You know, Homefronts, when new groups running this stuff during the event, it was everywhere, but no experience outside the Savage side or the hacking one. Yeah, so the Savage one's the only one I figured out. Have you done the hacking one? Maybe you can tell me about it. You're a Zen man. Jean, you're welcome. Drop the Punisher fan in your channel? Sure. Why not? If you're a humble skin seller, then very welcoming indeed. Oh, my candle. It's going out. Oh, don't go out, little candle. Not sure if it spawns in happy. I think it's a rare low sec data hack. What's funny, Nakrar, is... Yeah, so what's funny about that site, and this is my understanding, is that now, it's not even... It's random. Also, it spawns in these. My understanding is that any low sec system that has a static pointing to tabby or reverse static, any of these can spawn those as well. I've seen them in there. So either it's extremely, I got a little bit unlikely there, or there's something there. If that's not wrong, I'll look into that. But if that's right, it sounds exactly like Pokvin spawning mechanics. Should I do 20 jumps to heck, right? I'm in Jetta reshipping 2 tunes for the Punisher. Well, we'll just bring 1. And you can buy it in heck. You want to do that with me? Okay. I mean, I'll buy you the fit in heck if you want. I mean, it's only like 5 mil. I mean, okay. Yeah, when you get out here, let me know. I'm just gonna do my thing until then. I'm not gonna like plan around you. But if you get out here, we'll do some drifter ball. Sounds fun. You missed it? Son of a bitch. What's up, Hilo? How you doing? My Cenotap skin is ready in about a day. Reasons to pilot Astero, it just looks freaking cool. Yeah, it is kind of best in class aesthetically. It can, you know, do the little fight back and all that, but I really use it for its nimbleness. It can fit a formidable tank for its slot layout and size. I'm not saying like you can't tank a buzzer or anything either, but what I'm saying is the Astero has speed and tankiness that dwarfs any other CoVops when combined. So it ends up being just absolutely insane for certain tasks like ghost sites specifically. And, you know, sleeper caches, it's great. I haven't done a cache in a while. I keep skipping them. Hacks run too bad, but mines plus bubble plus no CoVops. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you gotta like disable the bubble or something like that when I was looking at it. Alright. So I can tell you that this is about to expire. I don't even have to look at this to tell you that this is the end of life, but let's go verify. Otherwise, maybe I'll just go out to Aridia and just take a look around, see if we can find something fun. I'm not gonna censor anything. If I get sniped, if people harass me or whatever, I'll just come back and do something else. It's not a big deal. I have enough characters, and Jack the Needle's allowed to take losses, so I don't really care. Let me see. It's the end of life. It is end of life. Wow, it's like I can see the future. No, the reason I know that this is end of life is because, ready? I put it here. Wait, where am I? Oh, Tat, sorry. Oh, somebody I just updated. Let me see. When did I add it? Son of a bitch. Wanderer does a pretty poor job of keeping track of when it was added. Oh, sorry. No, it's really good, actually. I got confused here. I'm like, why is this timer wrong? I just didn't see the one. So Wanderer does it right. So I know, I bookmarked this literally a day ago. I just know that before I looked at it. So I knew this was going to be end of life because these are 1 day long holes, right? So this probably has like an hour and a half tops on it. It's probably going to go red here pretty soon. Kind of fun. So anyway, that's marked. I think it's already, yeah, it auto goes EOL here as well, which is handy to look at if you're a visual guy. Just based on the timers, because we know what type of wormhole it is. It has to be EOL if it's still there, right? Very simple stuff. Wibbly wobbly wormhole. Yeah, I remember when I first came out to JSpace, early episodes of Nomad Tale, damn near 4 years now. You know, I would just look at these wormholes and try to figure out the visual differences. And you know, I always wondered, I always wondered if there was a visual difference between 1 hour and 4 hours. I didn't know it was 1 hour, but I knew it was like under 4. Because I swear, and I still haven't actually done the research, what I'd like to do is to record a 4 hour and then a 1 hour hole, put it next to each other and analyze it. I honestly think the 1 hour holes are more fast, the bouncing. Has it been that long? Yeah, it's been 3.5 years. It was, what was it, May 2023? Maybe wait, hold on. No, it's 2022, right? Let's fact check this. I've been playing. May 28th, 2022 is when I made my first episode. 121,000 views. What the fuck? That's a lot of views there, chat. I bet like half of those are one person that just really loves it. What's up, Nizen? How you doing? I like the way Wanderer looks compared to Pathfinder. Really? Yeah, Wanderer is brighter. It's more colorful, right? Pathfinder has this like kind of smooth, like professional kind of varnish to it. I don't know how to describe the styling very well, but you get it. All right, let's take a look. I think we should go through BCM and take a look at Iridia and just see if anybody's out there. Since we're in the Astero, we're pretty immune to all types of attacks. So it's not really worth it to frag us, but you never know. You could always die. One thing you kind of have to do in Tabby is, especially during Russian prime time, is you have to have eyes on your wormhole when you're doing things, because otherwise someone could come and close it in like 1 second and you're not gonna be able to stop them. So you need to make sure that you know when it's closed or have a contingency plan or whatever else it is. So we're going to use the arrows to do that right now. Just keep an eye on it. Just if an Archon shows up, maybe we should leave. You know, that kind of stuff. Somebody literally already doing scanning here and a ton of people are already here. No idea who these people are, but I can tell you right now we don't want to be here. Let's use the in-game tools. Take a quick look around. Yeah, we're in South Iridia. Yeah, this is always not fun to be down here. Could always take a trip over through there, but I think what would be smartest to just dip back. And look at the other worm, low-sec holes. See if we can find something fun. Eggbinger is probably not going to be chill either. What's up, Jarrett? How you doing? I think somebody in chat's going to play Drifter Ball with me if you want to join. Have you caught them all rolling off the J-Space wormholes or just the K-Space connections? Yeah, I think they're only going to do K-Space. Also, the J-Space ones are largely medium or large holes, which you can't cap roll. So I think they only cap roll. So it's just going to be the low sec, high sec, and null sec ones they roll. Also, it kind of makes sense why you wouldn't roll the J-Space ones, because they're reverse static, so they don't respawn instantly. Somebody's got to find them on the other side first. Whereas the K-Space ones are normal static, so they instantly respawn here. If you need another, I'll join, but happy to... Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let this guy get here, and then, what's your name, Shards? Are you Stella? Yeah, Drifter Ball. It's these sites, these crisis field rescues. You basically run away from the rats, and then when they're not on you, you're salvaging. It's kind of funny. It's like a cat and mouse game. But yeah, 3 would be the ideal number, I think. If we do 3, we could do a bunch of them and have some fun. That would be some interesting thing to do. Even if C3 in a high-sec wormhole, does another wormhole immediately spawn? Well, if the wormhole is a static, yeah. If it's a wandering high-sec, no. Well, my understanding is, no. There's a theory that says it could respawn instantly wanderings, but not in that hole. Yeah, Parallax Alliance and Darkside are huge here. Yeah, they do crazy things. I kind of like it. It's fun. Got to run to an appointment, but happy to see you live. See you, Salius. Let me take a look through Eggbinger just to see who's out there. Eggbinger is obviously right next to High Metropolis in Molden Heath, so it's gonna be probably popular. High sec, null sec, and 5 low sec statics. Yeah. There's also, it looks like 4 to 5 reverse JSpace statics, AC. And that's kind of interesting. I just warped off because I'm a chode. I saw the destination gate. I'm like, ooh, let's warp there. Let me go back there real quick. I would love to play some Drifter Ball. Fuck, that shit's funny. It'd be funny to see how many people we can get in one site. Imagine 30 people in one site. Everybody gets 1 million ISK. I think it pays out 30 million S split among the people in the site, so it'd be funny to fix. It might not let them all in, actually. How capable of Astera are escaping bubbles? Yeah, so once upon a time, there was no nullifiers. It wasn't even a module. And Astera would be considered top-tier bubble escaper. It's very nimble, very fast, very small, which affects decloaking. Bunch of people here. As anticipated. I'm just going to scan it down just for fun, you know? I don't really know if we'll do content or not. Like I said, I think people are coming to play Drifter Ball. I'd be curious to prove the theory. Yeah, I just want to bring 3 characters, so the first 3 guys that get here. But we'll do some scanning in the meantime. Oh, do we actually have some of this stuff scanned already? Oh, okay. Some of this is scanned already. Wait, did Blitz scan this? What the f... Did Blitz go through and scan the low-sec holes? This guy's going for, like, wormhole tabby master of the year. That shit's crazy, bro. Oh, no. Not like this. Not like this, Jack the Needle. Let's reset this. Just turn your props on and pray. I mean, no, you can definitely outpilot somebody in a Astero. Just double click and make a turn. You know, that's all it takes half the time. Let's go for this one. That is ISY where we're at. Crazy system. We've got a wormhole here. We don't need that. GHJ, I don't want to know what that is, though. Gonna have to definitely reset this one again, sadly. Big old mess in here. I'm gonna add a scanner to this setup eventually. Another wormhole. Cool, cool, cool. I think this is now scanned down. Let me see. Am I missing any others? Run? I'm missing run. I see. Run forest. I'm gonna have a scanner added to this tabby setup, so I won't have to use like my combat character with lower skills. It'll at least be max. But I'm crucially not going to use virtues on that guy. Number 1, don't really need to. Number 2, Ghost Nebula here. Number 2, you know, it kind of makes it, you can't really hack when you have virtues in. It's just silly, in my opinion. Now, low sec, maybe you could get away with it, but I'd rather have a throwaway hacker. No problem. Okay, all right. Beautiful. Little ghost nebula here. I wonder who's there. I ganked some guys on a gas site yesterday, and they got away at the last second with a warp stab. Turns out they were in my corp. They were just on an alt that we don't have blue listed. Classic. I'm new here. Don't worry about me. Let's see here. Let me get young Gramus. You still got your Punisher, yeah? He says 18 jumps. He says he was 20 jumps away from Tabby about a half an hour ago. Now he's 18 jumps. All right. Shit. Blood Raider Outposts. Yeah, for example, who was I talking to about these sites? Was that Nakrar? Yeah, for example, in Iridia here, see this infiltration? This is that site. I'm pretty sure they spawn through here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, here's another one. Yeah, I'm totally right. They spawn through the statics. So I don't even know if they spawn in nullsec.
Disabled. Waypoint reached.
Like, they might only spawn in those systems that are connected to it. But they could do that and random as well. Medura Leaf, thank you for the prime. I appreciate that. That's going right towards my plumbing tomorrow. Flora, I survived my first wormhole gank the other day. Wait, were you the ganker or the ganky? I have questions.
Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached.
Jared for the prime, thank you, sir.
On my way.
He's playing Drifter Ball with me. All right, we might have 3 for Drifter Ball. So I guess at this point we have 2 things in Iridia. One's about to end. There's actually not that much exploration content, but what I would do is if I poked out here, in Iridia, right? If I poked out here, this is where our exit is. What I would do is I'd probably travel either to Canid or North Iridia and just do some exploration out here because there'll be dead pockets out here you can chill in. Even if the exit's a little bit congested, you can still just pick an exit and go through. Again, you probably want eyes on the wormhole though. Kind of an important step. I'd pay for a Pathfinder app for smartphone because Chrome it's like 1 extra Eve client. Yeah, paid mapper is interesting. I don't think anybody's tried to do a true paid mapper before, have they? And Sid says hello. Hello. How you doing? You missed me complaining about my housebreaking. Wanderer takes ISK for features as far as I know. Yeah, I saw that on the public server. But that's only the public server. So if the code for your own has all that stuff stripped out. You feel me? So if you host your own, none of that's even there. By the way, we are going to host our own for the corp. That's 100% happening. There's also a nullsec system. I guess we could just check it out real quick. QRA. Is that gone? Oh, it's ORA. It's unbookmarked. Interesting. Uh-oh, Blitz made a mistake. We forgot to bookmark it, folks. All right, well, he's banned. We're going to ban this guy from chat now. He put it on Wanderer, but didn't bookmark it. Do we get the guillotine for that, or what are we doing? The metaphorical guillotine, of course. Oh, goodness. Dwayne, how's your day, bro? I'm stealing some of my chat's good energy because my day sucked so hard. I'll give him some Wanderer lessons. I'm a pro. It's true. I'm sure you're good at Wanderer. I don't doubt that. And I know you're joking, but... All right, let's go check out this wormhole real quick. We already know where it goes. It goes to Tribute, which is nullsec. Frat space. In fact, old Circle of Two space where I used to live back when I was baby Chloro in my 20s. When I was 20-something years old, I lived in Tribute. It's a fact. No warp tunnel? Oh, okay. Look at that nice blue wormhole right there. So this is going to be our nullsec static. Tabby's nullsec static, not ours. I don't own it. Let's go through. We already know where this is headed. To Tribute. Since it was already bookmarked. But let's just make sure that we actually do a return sig. So somebody went through here and didn't bookmark either side. Interesting. I guess he was a little distracted. What we could do here is actually Garista. We could do a little bit of relic exploration in theory. SW says, how old are you now? I'm in my mid-30s, is what I would say. The street I grew up on is Street Road. My mother's maiden name is Names. Yeah, I'm getting old. I'll be pushing 40 soon. Give it time. His soul is 172. Little combat set over here. So this is nullsec. I generally don't like to do combat exploration in nullsec, but I will eventually. I've been doing largely lowsec for the time being. I'm 70 years old, chat. 70. Okay, a couple of combat sites. You know, it's tempting. But we do have a dude man here. Do I have a... I don't even have a depot on me. Oh shit, no depot on me. I think I stole it from other fit. Pushing 40 soon isn't mid, bro. I'm 36. Pushing 40 is pretty mid. I don't know where you get your information from. All right, let's go look for a site. Let's go look for a site and do a little exploration. What I would like to do with Tabby, like in the future, is like meet up with court mates during stream, do silly things. I'd also like to do combat sites and just chat about mechanics and have you guys tell me how bad I am and stuff like that. Jared's just 3 jumps out, nice. Going for the Gravile. I don't know what that is. What is that? Can you give me a link? I need context. Is that right? That can't be right. There's only 485 people watching Eve right now? What? It tells me how many people are watching the whole category. What? What the fuck? Yo, where damn viewers at though? Yo, that's crazy. Look, I'm MO-TAC, baby. I'm famous. Oh yeah, there are no SIGs here. No SIGs in MO-TAC, by the way. Alright, I'm just gonna go back. Play some ball. Someone said, well, it's Thursday. Oh, this is a Pokemon? Oh shit, yeah. I've never seen this in my life. Thank you for that. That made me feel good. Gravile. Grovile. It's a Grove Kyle. US time zone is quiet for Eve. True, but like, this is crazy. I've never seen so few people at a time like this. At a time like this, right? In a place like this. Whenever came to goons talking shit in your comments, farming salt, they stopped when I posted that. I haven't run into them since, but I'm sure next time I die to that Marshall ball, I'll cry again. They'll come back out. My favorite thing is when that people in that group of marshals or whatever, that Blopsing standing fleet, they're like, well, we smart bomb because it's tactical. Okay. All right. Yep. Tactically cringe. It's a tactical smart bomb. They're like, you could be flying small ships. Oh, yeah. All right, let me play some ball with my boy Gramus here. It's honestly super fucking goofy. I kind of feel like playing it. It'd be great if we get one more person. This guy says he wants to join us. I don't know if he's gonna come or not. It might take him another couple hours to join. Are they pipe bombing with marshals? No. This is a Blops response, kind of standing Blops fleet they do to kill people that are roaming in. But they use a group of like marshals with fax backup, and they smart bomb like in a huge group of like 50. And like my whole take is like, well, you know, you guys probably don't realize it, but like you're only doing that because, you know, you get off on being cruel. That's the only reason. And their argument was that it was a tactical choice. Now, what I was trying to explain to them was like, you know, we go to frat and they drop us, but we don't complain. Because they don't sit there masturbating as they smart bomb down a bunch of cruisers. Nice. Oh, wait, aren't you supposed to be in Corp Arc? Oh, no, you still got rolls. We can have another person join us, even though we have 3 now. Oops. Let's go with my buddy tonight, but if you're not out there, I might. Meepon says I was going to roam with my buddy tonight, but if you're out there, I might pass on it. That's funny. I had to do a double take because I'm like, me? I suck. Yeah, so basically just make sure you're in this make sure you're in this fit. Meet me. So again, we could get sniped, but these are 4 Milix punishers. I don't really care if we lose a bunch. I got to cart a bunch out here. This is kind of just a fun way to hang out with newbies and or kill some time on stream. It's kind of like you'll see. It's Eve, so it's kind of boring in general. All things are boring, but it's what you make of it. I remember I used to go to those Rockwell sites when Insurgencies came out, and I would just like spam those because multi-boxers were doing them. Balgon says, holy shit, that's an expensive game. Yeah, sure, right? But the idea is, you know, when you're a nullsec group of huge stature, you know, you kind of know where you can use your tools and where you can't with impunity. And I promise you, these martial groups, there's enough faxes to keep everybody alive and escalate to super capital level if any other major players happen to make a play. That's my understanding. Not really a nullsec guy. Been out there years, have some experience, but, you know, I'm just a scrublet. I'm gonna wait for these 2 punishers to get on top of me, Arc and Gray, and then when the other guy gets here, Shards, when you get here, let me know in Twitch chat. I'll invite you. You can join us. We're just gonna do a bunch of these for funsies. I just want to see what it's like with a bunch of people. I've only done it with 1 and 2 people. Hope you're having a good day. Nice chill streams today. Sometimes the streams get out of control, for real. Yeah, Ark, why don't you link your fit in chat? I just want to be sure you have the right thing. I don't really know you yet. I'm sure you're perfectly good. I just want to make sure you're not like confused. Just link me whatever fit you have. Yeah, go change your fit. Make sure it's right. This is why I asked the link. Hilo says dock up. Why? What's up? You want to go inside? What's up, Paku? What's going on, buddy? So I've tried to explain to Ark that he needs to use a specific Punisher fit. I don't know if he gets it or not. But I don't blame him. This is weird content. Me and Jared will just do one while we wait. If you don't have the fit, I might have some fittings. Oh, you do have it. You do have it? Oh, cool. Paku, how you doing, buddy? Nice slow day in the eve office today. I kind of like days like these. Like I said, sometimes it gets out of hand here and I can't even read all the chats. Today is a day where I can breathe. It's honestly appreciated. I had a pretty shit day today, which I normally don't like to bring that into my stream space, but this time I vent a little bit, feel better. I feel supported and understood. Yeah. Oh, Ark has the right fit. Cool. He brought the wrong one. Let me make sure he's got salvagers on there. Hey, look, he's got salvagers. Good man. Nice. All right, let's go. So you have to salvage until the rats shoot you, then run away. When they stop chasing, go back to salvaging. Warp off if you get scared. Do you understand, Ark? Questions? Somebody's sending me items right now. Sorry, I usually ignore the contracts until I get a moment. Who's sending me shit? Oh, Hilo, did you want to trade me? Was that what it was? All right, cool. Let's go do this. So it's a goofy little game. It's not the most money. It's really low brow. But we're gonna have some fun with it. It's almost like a little childhood game of ball. I don't know how to describe it, but are there people here right now? Oh, okay. No. So here we are. So this is a Drifter Crisis Field Rescue, yeah? Is what this is. So you can see all these wrecks around. The idea is they're going to chase one person. That person runs, so now they're on me. So I'm going to run away. And then everybody else starts salvaging. And then when they chase somebody else, I start salvaging, yeah? So I'm also going to try to kill two birds with one stone here. The idea is to salvage all these wrecks before the timer. With 2 people, it's doable in 10 minutes or less. With 3, I think it's probably a 5-6 minute job. They don't instantly kill you, and you can probably tank them forever, but they'd have strong neuting, so it ends up being difficult to have one ship kind of tank it without Logi. You can bring Logi in here too, but it ends up being a little bit goofy, I think. All right, so they're switching now. We don't lose trig standing yeah, I don't know how the standings work. These are sleepers though. So these are drifters specifically. So I don't think you're going to have any issues. I really don't know how it works, so I'd hate to steer you wrong. Another interesting thing to note about this system is that there's an effect here that dramatically increases your speed. See that? So it makes getting around extremely fast. You can't warp in here. Pings won't work. You don't really need it. Basically, you just run away. It's really easy and chill. It's for like, you know, chill groups. Like we're using a 4 mil-esque ship. For new players, they can come here and hang out with me and do this every once in a while and play a little drifter ball here, and actually make some decent money. Now there are other games in this system, if you want to call them games, but this is probably the easiest one. It's the only one I know how to do so far. I'll slowly figure them out and invite people to hang out with me. It pays out, like I said, 30 million-esque plus a bunch of these things. So it's not much, but if you can do it in 5 minutes, it's like, okay, maybe it's not that bad. Micro warp drive away until yellow box and go back to the Rex, basically, yeah. So I'll say this guy is, he's a little bit far away because when they get off of him, it's going to take him a while to get back on the Rex. So what I normally do is just orbit this thing at 80 km, and usually the rats don't bother me. But you can figure out your own style. I've only been doing this for like a day. This is not like an end game activity. This is like Chlorokin having fun with chat kind of activity. It's definitely more chill and ratting. Yeah, no doubt. It's really not that many clicks either. With a couple of people, it's relaxed. Man, they're chasing the shit up at that guy. Here, they're back on me finally. Damn it. He is hella far away. So if anybody comes in, you're just running away from them and warping off. That's all. If people harass us over drifter ball, well, that's okay. Well, we tried. I really think we'll be okay, though. Maybe locals, but it's okay. We'll just goof off. Whatever happens, happens. I personally think we'll clear them pretty quickly. We're already halfway done, and it's been, 3 minutes. 3.5 minutes, so not bad. Not purple salvage it fleet. Yeah, like I said, there's another mini game where you have to supply cap to a dreadnought to win. You have to charge it up so it doomsdays something. It's really cool. But you also have to defend by killing rats. So you need like 2 DPS, 3 cap logi. I see people do it 2 Thrasher fleets or 2 Kikimeras and then 3 Agoras. There's another one where there's like drifter traps. We'll definitely be doing that on stream. Because I like exploration, hacking, and all that. And then there's like a big site where you have like big ships required to do it. I probably won't be doing that though. Step away from selling bills and Tech 2 to chill with you, bud? Hell yeah. Just let me know when you want me to invite you. Just I don't know what character you're on, but just let me know in Twitch chat. I'll figure you out. Would it work if you got and drop MTU? Yeah, so MTUs don't work. I've tested this for hours and hours and hours. I tested so many setups. MTUs do not drag these. Feels bad. Yeah. I don't even know if tractors work. I didn't try those. It just doesn't seem worth it. But I believe the idea was originally to do cat and mouse like this. I don't think it's really a Logi site. I've tried doing Logi, but the thing is they newt the Logi really hard and ends up, even with a cap chain, it just gets stupid. You can see how easy it is with Punishers. It's like, I'm just letting them shoot me now. It's like, I don't even care. It's so cap stable, like the fit, you can just, it's a medium cap battery. You can just leave everything on and it never goes raw. As long as you keep away from them, they don't new you. You're invulnerable. Kind of cool. Anybody's invited to do this with me. Obviously, it's a 3-person activity. 4 is probably all right as well. But anything past that, you can do it in parallel. 2 groups at once. There's usually 2, I think, of these sites. Doesn't Outrider have a big tractor bonus? I don't know, actually. Does Outrider have a tractor bonus? I don't know if tractors work on these. Mobile tractors don't, so I almost want to think maybe normal tractors don't either. I haven't tested that, though. Yeah, so these are just sold as like blue loot. I think NPCs buy them. I don't think they have a use. See, we're almost done. It's pretty quick. And this was first time for Arc. Very quick. This is you. You sent me a mail. Hell yeah. So we use Jack the Needle chat, Stella. If you're in there. That's usually how we communicate in the future. You're fine. You barely need tractors? Yeah. I kind of feel like the tractors almost wouldn't speed it up because of how fast we're going. It certainly wouldn't slow it down. Oh, you have done them, Arc. Oh, okay. Sweet. I'm new to these, so all right. So once you do the last thing over here, they all f off. So it's a race to get that last thing. Oh, they're shooting arc. Man. Wait, you got 15 still? Really? Oh, okay. So it's 15 up to a cap. I wonder if it's 45, but 15 tops. All right, let's go to another one. Someone wants to know the system. If you don't know what system we're in, I'm a little confused. It's on your screen, and we've been talking about it for an hour and a half now. I don't think they ever hit me. Yeah. The distance is real. The distance is real. So basically, we're just going to keep doing this. After each one, I'll fleet warp to a next. After a while, we'll take a little break. If anybody comes to interrupt us, we'll stop. And we'll go deposit our loot. Easy. Are these kind of things in different parts of LoFi or just in Tab? This is a Tabbetzur specific thing. They might spawn in the systems connected to Tabby, though. Can't confirm. I know the hacking ones do. All right. Let's get to working. I kind of like to work from the outside in. I think it helps, but I have no idea. Camera will be back on here in a second. I'm just making some methamphetamine. Metaphorical methamphetamine. You know what it is. You guys already know the story. I'm not breaking bad. I'm breaking mid. Also, don't do drugs. Drugs are terrible. I'm just joking. Might try to take my noob friend out here and do this? You should. Well, you should join my corp. No. Well, you don't have to do that, but you could join my corp. Ark's like, hey, I want to tank them for a little bit. I'm not even going to bother running. Sub Rice and Waffles was popping. Are you Waffles and Cyanide? Yeah, you are. I know that's you. Oh, they're on me now. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. They're coming in hot. They're coming in hot on my pink, vaguely marital aid looking Punisher. You can't do Twitch at work? Shit. Give me your boss's number. I'm going to have a quick conversation with them about the value of twitch.tv for the workforce. Okay? All right? I'm also going to make them subscribe to me. Because I ain't no sucker. I ain't no sucker, MC. You can't fool me. You can't pull the wool over my eyes, Mr. Boss Man. It's not about productivity, it's about morale. Oh. Wow, they were on me for like 1 second. What the hell? They immediately got off. Yeah, get the fuck away. So he says, try drugs, experiment, understand the inherent risks that come from them. Don't smoke crack, but please do try MDMA, blah, 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 blah. Try mushrooms. Oh, mushrooms is good. Yeah, I mean, listen. I don't actually advocate to do them, but I think if you're curious, it works. Mushrooms are pretty healthy. Ark says they really like me. Okay, listen. I'm trying to have a good time here, listen. But I've got a chatter who wants to play. Okay. I've told him numerous times now we're only going to have 3 people. We have 3 now. He wants to join for the 4th, and he wants to bring his alt now. He doesn't know what system we're in. I'm very concerned about this chatter. He's in my fleet and wants me to invite his alt to the fleet. I don't want your alt in the fleet. What is so hard about listening? I don't even know who you are. In fact, I'm just gonna... Oh, he already left. Okay. He says, my bad, dude. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'm just really concerned when we've been talking about Tabbetzur and it's on the screen and you ask me, What system are we in? It really makes me worried that maybe you're not paying attention and you're going to make this really not fun for me. So I was there with you the other night. Yeah, no doubt. But tonight, it sure seems like we're doing possibly the easiest task in the entire game, and you're still somehow finding a way to make me worried about you. That's not a good look. What I'd say is you got your characters out here. Why don't you play with this on your own a little bit, yeah? And, you know. It's just, it's hard to be nice sometimes when I'm faced with a situation of somebody who's just not listening. Anyway, love you, buddy. But, I think I'm gonna pass. Just bring one man? Yeah, no worries. Dal says he seems really chill. Yeah, these are uber chill. You can do it on your own, by the way. You can multi-box these. It's not hard. You just click Orbit 80 on this or whatever. This is new player content, basically. Figuring out how to do it was tricky for me because I overthought it really hard. I thought you had to tank them permanently. You don't. You can just run. It's a really good example of like how Eve is a little bit more than just turrets and tracking. This is a video game. I play a video game. I play a video game with you, not a question. I also bring other with me. Mahoninator. I mean, these people mean well. It's just, at some point, I just need to... What's the phrase? God, it's designed for this. Between the newts, the chasing, they also orbit you at 18 km, so you can't even kill them with small guns. Any recommendations for starting out completely fresh to the game? Yeah, certainly. Find maybe some people that can answer your questions for you, whether it's a stream, Discord, friend. Do the air missions, do the career missions, and just, you know, just do what's fun. You're going to feel a strong pressure to maybe do what's best or most powerful, but take it from me. This game has a lot of weird things to do that are fun, that might just be you, that aren't the most effective. You might like those. Don't be afraid of them. Oh, he's on this one already. Undying Feather, good to see you. Also, I think I'll keep the Drifter Ball Corp only. Why not? Just make this easier on me. Bing, 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 bing. Crazy quiet for Eve streaming, honestly, I have to say. The rats aren't farmable if you clear... They are farmable, yeah. You can kill these if you want. They have bounties, too. But I want to say the bounties are pitiful. Yeah, the bounties are pitiful. So... Considering I just prime subbed, it might sound suspicious, but if you want to go to the other side, I'm happy to pilot. Allowed you never done the site. And Rusty still. Hell yeah. So I think I'm probably going to keep this within my corp only just because, you know, I don't know if I want to actually have to think about anything. Madeira. But this is a public place with public sites, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe you could get a little group going at some point. I don't know how many spawn at once. We'll take a look. Only one left. Not bad. This was another 7-minute, 8-minute one. But let's take a look. Yeah, so it looks like there are 2 of them at any given point. So 2 people can run these at once. But I think I'll keep this corp only. I'll only open it up to the public if we don't have core members, but we had them today. So anyway, regardless. Nice. Let's do another one. Field rescue. Yeah, this is actually like 100 mil plus an hour for a day 1 character. This is actually insane. I don't even think you need skills to run the ship. What's up, Sav? How you doing, bro? Doing a little Punisher action here with this beautiful, I don't know what this is, Zendikar skin. Actually solid for how chill and cheap it is. Yeah, I think so. If you hustle and do it, yeah. I bet we're going to find out eventually. But I don't know how far it scales. It might scale 15 mil a person up to 5. Should we invite Stella to check it? That skin's a bank? Yeah, for real. Goated as shit. Was this the one it was? What was his name he wanted me to invite? This guy? No. Dustin says, I'm back, baby. Hey, what up? Hey, yo, what up? Salve needs like electronic system for, oh, really? The salvage one? How you doing, Dustin? What's popping? My camera is currently broken. No, it's not broken, but my plumbing's broken in my house. That's true. So I'm in big mad mode. You're going to land on an acceleration gate, Stella. You just take the gate and we'll be in here. Just start salvaging corpses. If you get shot, run away. Savage says, how are you, Chlorokin? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Bit of a shitty day, but you know what? It's better now that you're here. I'm relaxing with my boys and girls, right? Just having a good time. Trying to keep my cool when chatters do silly things. You know what it is. The usual. I'm a man of 1,000 chances, however. Sometimes the patience meter is not as charged as it ought to be, yeah? There he is. We're going to see if we get 15 mil still. I'm thinking it might scale up to 5. We might get like 12 and change here or whatever it is. It's either 45 mil total pool with 15 mil caps, or it's 60 mil total pool, or maybe 75 mil total pool with 15 mil caps. We're going to find out here now. We're just going to keep adding people until we figure it out. Fuck it. La vie est simple. Would it work to use the system to blops out of? So it's a little scary to blops out of because someone can roll the hole behind you. Nothing's stopping them. In a JSpace system, traditionally you would, have some semblance of control over the hole itself, even without full hole control. Out here, it's like someone could just run an Archon through it and close behind you in 1 second. You can't do anything about it. So I'd be a little bit hesitant to blops out of here. Also, it's not the best coverage. If you look at the actual system map, we're here, right? Sorry, let me get over here real quick. If you look at where we are, we're kind of like in this weird dead space. There's not a lot of systems here versus Turner, which like hits all this shit, right? So just, yeah. Not really the best location. It's kind of off the beaten path a little bit. How can you have a bad day when you're playing video games? Yeah, my plumbing is dead in my house. Yeah, it's fucked up. Plumbers didn't want to help me today. They were too busy. And all the kerosene heaters were taken in all the stores I went to, and I was very sad. Yeah, I'm just throwing a fit, basically, is what it comes down to. Boxman's nice for blood as well. Yeah. Hey, Linus says, let it all out, thanks. Yeah, I had a bit of a rant earlier, but it was a mindful one. Blah, blah, good to see you, Lion. Hope your day is well. Certainly not trying to bring you all down, that's for sure. Usually I'm extremely optimistic on these streams. I just got to say, maybe I'm cashing in a little bit on that today. You try turning it off and back on again. Negative. The plumbing, negative. I should, though. That's a really handsome question, or a statement even. Scotty, when the fuck did you get so smart? I bet it was when you switched to Linux, right? Little targeting range wouldn't hurt on this ship, actually. It's kind of a bummer how short the targeting range is. He says landlord owns you some credit for real. If only it was that easy.
Connecting.
But I own this motherfucker. This little shackerino. So I gotta take care of it. Join a large enough fight and your computer can also make your water hot. Smart. Nah, it's just shitty construction, folks. That's all. There's a big belly in the sewer drain pipe. Is this the last one? Did we just finish this in 5 minutes? Nice. Alright, let's see if we got it. I'm gonna warp us to another one quickly this time. Nice. So that's it, right? Easy. Alright. Did we get the money? Put the money in the bag. 7.5 with 4. So we get less money with 4. Alright, Stella, you're getting kicked, bro. Stella, I love you, but this is a 3-man activity, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna send Stella 30 million ISK for helping us test. Sent you some ISK. TY. Alright, on to the next one. Goodbye, Stella. I'll never forget you. Someone says kick the bum out. Nah, we love Stella. Even if he's a goober. Alright, let's go. Someone says kind of sketch. Yeah, so how we go from 15 million with 3 people to 7.5 with 4? How does that make any gosh darn sense? I bet you if we go past 6, it's going to be like, here's 5 million a pop. Whoever does this math is like incredibly like lazy. This is like me making a game. It's like, well, we could just pick random numbers and hard code them. Concord scamming. It literally goes from 45 mil back to 30 mil. Unbelievable, bro. I think it's intended to get you to do it with 3 players. I mean, I really just think that's got to be what it is, right? Another thing I really like about this site is it kind of lets new players in like a safe environment start to actually fly their ship around with double clicking. It's kind of hard to do this, even in missions, because you always feel like you're going to die for new guys. But girls as well. We're not going to exclude them. But we have here a site where we have actual orienting decorations, and we have like a kind of a quasi combat situation where you can totally get away with double clicking the whole site. Really cool. You double click towards stuff and then you right click approach. I mean, of course, I'm sure these guys are just approaching, but still, it's fun to kind of play with the mechanics. It worked out really well last time when we circled. Time to do it with 100 and break the system. I guarantee you, it's just going to get harsher and harsher. I don't think you're going to be able to do 100 and get 7.5. Ooh, Gramus is getting clapped up. Oh, it's back on me.
Connecting.
Quality new bro content. Yeah, it's just so esoteric. It's like there's little mini guides, like sort of kind of maybe-ish written for this, but they're all like, hey, just salvage the things. It's like, I want to say Erst had a fit, and he used to do these during the event. I also looked at Z-Kill for this system. I looked at the losses and studied their punishers. I was like, oh my god, are you serious? Is that allowed? Off to work. See you, Savage. Gotta try with 10 at least once. Yeah, no doubt. I'll just leave it at 3. I think this will be fun. Just hang out today, do a little bit of this. I didn't really have anything planned. I was just planning on chit-chatting and chilling and taking my mind off of ridiculousness. We'll see what type of absurd money I'll have to spend tomorrow on some plumbing service. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It's one thing to have a house. It's another thing to actually take care of it, yeah? Yeah, with 100 guys, you all pay 5 mil each. Jar says, sub me out, gotta go. Yeah, alright, word. Plumber called. Hype train giveaways are back, baby. Woo! Alright, well, we'll have a spot after this one. I'll have somebody X up in Twitch chat. Yep. Sounds good. I'm just doing some drifter crises, yo. That's all I'm doing. Just some tabby cat shit. Meow meow. Sorry. I couldn't even say it. Hype train giveaways are back, baby. Woo! Nah. I had a hype train earlier today, but it was it was a symbolic hype train. All right, I'll just invite Stella back after this one. I'm sure he still wants to play. This is something we can do on potato cooking videos. You want me to do a potato cooking stream? Only potatoes? Only potatoes. That's a crazy stream idea. 1 sub, 1 potato. Could you imagine the bedlam? I'd have to hit up a local farmer for a supply. If I did 1 potato, 1 sub, I would, number 1, I'd become a millionaire instantly. Number 2, I would run out of potatoes. Potatoes and massive amounts of butter. Yeah, I actually was cooking some hash browns in butter the other day. Talk about fucking fattening and delicious. Nutritious. If you're missing fat. This is interesting. It's like pretty active in the sense that you go to salvage, you wait, and then you have to issue another couple of commands. It's not like total hands off the keyboard style. Kind of cool. I like this. Uh-oh. The Punisher's on D-scan. Wait until after this one, bro. We'll get you in the next one. We'll invite Stella once we lose our 3rd guy. But if you're not in ChloroKitties, you know, you get second-rate service around here. It's true. That's the main reason I made the corp, was to exclude mother truckers. That's right. I said it. We're all thinking it. I said it. Because I'm a freaking gangster. I'm a cat. Oh shit, they're after me, Lucky Charms. Oh Jesus. Oh shit, let's double click over here. Whew. What up, Tupac? How you doing? It's not noon? Yeah, because my house was broken. I spent like 7 hours trying to fix my house. But my house is still broken, so I figured I'd stream and admit defeat. Someone said in big in the mouse. True. I didn't really let chat stop it. Alright, Cassie Bear hit me quick on that one. What's up, Cassie? How you doing? Don't eat wax paper, it breaks your plumbing. I understood that reference. Anybody here watch Crazy Monkey on Twitch? The Eve guy? Look at this one all the way out here. Jeez. Switch to cat litter. Yes. No notes. He's forcing us every day or he'll roll us out. You must play Drifter Ball with me. I kind of like to imagine that we have like a ball we're throwing around. Like right now they're chasing the guy with the ball. And then he passes it to me and then they chase me, you know? That's kind of what I like to imagine this is. So who has the ball right now? Gramus has the ball? Alright. Yo, pass me the ball. He's forcing us every day to roll us out to monk it? Ah, I see. Oh wow, we nailed it. Is that it? Oh, there's one more. Oh, there's one all the way above us. Look, there's one above us. We can't even see it. Watch out, Gramus. That Punisher's going for it. Nice. That one hid from me. All right, after this one, I'm gonna drop Gramus and get Stella in. We'll do a bunch more of these. I'm sorry, I like it. It's fun. It's goofy. I should probably zoom in more so we can get some visuals. Oh, did you warp off, Ark? Do you even get the credit for it? Hell yeah. Good stuff, Brody. Let me get this other dude in. Stella. What is this? This rat just randomly warped off at the end. All right, Stella. Hell yeah. Oh, Stella's in a fleet already. Uh-oh. Now we need a third. Let me cloak up Jill. We don't need her anymore. Stella's like, listen, I got my own group. I don't need you anymore. All right. Respect. Anybody else want to play Drifter Ball? I think that's it. We're going to have to two-man it. Two-manning's hard. Elias says, put me in, coach. What do you got? You here? Who are you? We need one more. I like doing the Homefront ones in high sec. Was a nice bit of fun. You talking about Homefronts or the Drifter that are like Homefronts? Oh, you're not in right now? No, no worries. I could technically multi-box it. All right. So I think the Logic guy and Stella are probably doing it, which is cool. We'll just work around them. I don't blame them. I couldn't have them in. So I don't have another Punisher. Rock Station is best station. Yeah, it's the only one here too. No repairs in here, by the way. No repairs. So we could two-man it. You want to try two-manning? It's still like not so bad. You have a few. Check your delivery. Oh, you sent me these? You sent me puns. Amazing. Oh, in the 40. I'm wondering if I have the fits. Oh, they're fit? Oh, those are fit? You're kidding me. How do you have them fit there? What's up, Rising Phoenix? Yo, why do you have fit Punishers in Tabby point? Were you doing this exact thing? Let's take a look at this. Well, that's awfully convenient. Ark is like, hey, we have 3 people in group. I'm like, well, Jack and Jill are both me, buddy. So we're doing some sites in Tabby, just having fun, goofing off. These are all fit apparently. Well, thank you for that. Holy shit, Hilo. For real? Yeah, you had these already. Got it. Guaranteed you had these already. Slightly different than mine, is how I know. Oh, wow. The high sec ones was fun doing logic cap change with new guys. I don't know what that means though when you say the high sec ones. Because the drifters, they were in high sec, I think, during the event. But those are just these sites. There's a cap chain event where you charge up a dreadnought, if that's what you're talking about. You fast travel them? Oh, I see. Incredible. Hilo, you're built differently. Is kind of the whole story. L'incroyable. Merci. Have I not rented a fucking office here? Ah. That's a lot of Punishers? Yeah, it's you know, it's an expensive bougie ship. I'm pretty sure this character has no skills. Can you link the Punisher fit in Jack Daniel chat? Sure. Now, you can fit this a million ways. This is my version. Très bien, mon ami. I didn't know you spoke le français. Nah, I don't really speak it. A couple of words, yeah. Used to know more. I've been to Quebec many times. I've been to France, you know, a couple of French-speaking places in the world. I've been to most of them except for the, you know, island nations. Some of the African nations. I haven't yet been to Africa, but one day. A boy can dream. All right, let's see what we got here. Wait, I can just use this out the box? Sweet. All right, I guess we're just ready to go. All right. Okay. Well, thanks for that, Hilo. Yeah, why are you so nice? Oh, rigs and cargo? Yo, why are you so nice? Why did you do this? The fuck? Unprompted. Someone says Quebec. Is that where you're from? Are you Quebecois? Alright. Ship hanger, Punisher hanger, small salvage tackle. Tackle. What the hell do I have in this one? I have like a cap rig on here. I don't know, bro. It's like tank. Totally not necessary. Going from Montreal. Hell yeah. I'm from that there Montreal. See if I can line these up properly. Ooh, I just nailed it. Do you guys see that? I just nailed lining them up without even a second adjustment. I went bang, bang. Woo! When you're good, you're good. All right. So let's do this. I don't know which one they're at. If they're at it, we'll just pick another one. Because like I said, 2 people can do this at once. You see that? Yeah, so you already know they're at that one because it's open. See the beacon? We'll go to this one. Pixel perfect. The iframe game is strong, right? Perfect. Exactly what we needed. We need a little personality. All right. Let's jam. I guess I'll just use 2 dudes for it. What could go wrong? He says. Quoth the owl. In Deutsch, Eule. Eule. All right, let's see who they're on. Just have to run away with that guy. Oh, they're on him. Sweet. All right. Well, I'm just going to cherry pick then. Oh, they're on me now. Oh, Jesus! I'm too fucking young to die. Look at them. They're going buck wild on me, dude. They're making me pay my taxes for real. All right, so we'll do this one, and we'll do like a nice clean 80 cam orbit on that bitch, and we'll go over here and scoop this, yeah? Let's set our default orbit to 80. And we'll just click that, and we'll click orbit, and now we don't have to think about him. And now we'll come over here and do this boyo, this girl over here. Not too bad. Baby's first multi-boxing, yeah? Consequences are very low. They're low. Are there still Drifter Crisis systems? Your eyes do not deceive you. They have left their mark on the game here. Oh, they're on me now. Jesus, not like this. I'm too young. Oh, that is really far away. Let's go for this one instead. All right, time for you to run now. Boop. Then time for you to salvage. Yeah, this is a system called Tabbetzur. It is the mark left on the game by the Drifter Crisis event, to my understanding, as someone who did not play the event. Pretty simple. The orbit trick kind of makes it a little bit less APM. You don't have to worry about the guy. He won't get too far. You can just dodge back in. Watch list helps, not necessary. This is going to be slower than 3 individual people. But it's not that bad. So I'm going to learn how to do each and every side in here, except for the, the ridiculous one. I feel like the ridiculous one, you'd probably, get sniped if you did it on a stream or some shit like that. Complete the site with 2 tunes? Yeah. Yeah, I did it with 2 earlier. I could have told you that. 3 is the perfect spot. Maybe that guy that wanted to do Logi can do it with you. Wasn't there a guy that wanted to do Logi? I bet he could do it with you and you guys could still figure it out. Just signed in. What's up, Cycle? You said it must be repeating. What's up with this system? Oh, no, we haven't talked about it at all. I've just been sitting here in silence, actually. It's so weird. Just kidding. Let me finish this hack here. Maybe. Maybe it won't let me. Oh, have I not been actually salvaging? Oh, okay. That'll probably do it. Yeah, that'll probably do it right there. Nice. All right. So this is Tabbetzur. Drifter Crisis System. Has a bunch of static wormholes. A bunch of Russian guys named Parallax Alliance and Darkside live here. It's kind of fun. It is a central location of my corporation now. But it is open to the public. We don't own it. Nobody owns it. I can promise you that. Right now, we're just doing these sites, which they were old event sites, but believe it or not, they're still in the game, which is what the chatter is talking about right now. It's like, whoa, really? Yeah, Tabbetzur is interesting. A lot of static wormholes. You get a kind of a slice of wormhole life and low-sec life kind of combined into one. Perfect location for a small corp to kind of just goof off. Right now, we're just kind of doing the sites. I'm calling this Drifter Ball. We do need one more for it, but I think we're good for now. Just using 2 characters to do it. Drifter Ball, this is a site that it pays, if you have 2 to 3 people, it pays 15 million a pop. Plus a bunch of salvage. And the whole thing is you just run away from the rats and salvage. It's funny. Can dock my out and join you for more? Yeah, sure. That'd be cool. I'd rather you do that. After this one, I'll get you in. I don't want to actually multi-box. It's not, not necessary. This is such a lowbrow activity, you know what I'm saying? Nice. They're on him. Sweet. They're on him, not me. Punisher's designed with mad caps, so you can just leave everything on, but if they knew you, it'll shut you off if you have your salvages on and all that. And all that. Hoot and hollering. Invite seller to fleet and local? Yeah, no doubt. Let me just finish this site and then we'll invite you. I'm just going to make sure everything is nice and tidy. You work hard to salvage all these racks, You don't want to F it up. LoFi tunes collect dead bodies in space, too. It's true. I like to think we're salvaging pods that could be resurrected, maybe? I'll have to read the lore on them. I'll definitely have to read the lore. Let's see what the lore says. In case of an emergency, crew members can seek refuge inside of this pod, potentially even surviving total destruction of their ship. Oh, we're saving them. They're real. They're alive. I'm actually saving people, and then I'm selling them off on the market. It's weird. It's like a real conflict of morality here. Like, you can't just sell someone off like property just because you saved them. That's not what good people do. Would be how I'd Sum that one up. Almost done here. Nice. Not bad. We still did it in pretty good time, even with me multi-boxing and being a little goober face. Exotic dancers would like to have a word. Well, I have a caring partner who I'm very much attracted to, so I don't really need the exotic dancers. But with that said, you know, I'll talk to them as a friend. That's fine. Who says we are the good people, says Tupac? I mean, maybe not. I'm sure there's bad guys in chat, but, you know, if you're bad, I don't like you. I don't like you. You're a bad man. You're a bad guy. Almost done. Amazing. It's actually kind of strangely soothing. I wish that these sites were different color clouds. I wish the cloud varied. That'd be cool. That would be neat. Which one is he going for? Is he going for this one? All right, I'm going to go for the other one. Nice. Teamwork. This one has no skin. Feels skinless. B with an itch. Itchy scratchy. Bitchy watchy. Does anybody know why I get glitches starting convos and not opening the chat window, corp hiding? Anyway, if no one has experience, I'll just ask Bug Hill. Glitches starting convos, not opening the chat window. I think you probably... We gotta type in the chat, right? That's the thing. Let me kick Joe and get Stella in here. Joker Dan, what's up? Yeah, you can kill the rats. Yeah, they respawn in immediately though, like almost instantly. It's ridiculous. But you can kill them. All right, let's go here. You can farm them for bounties if you want. It just doesn't seem worth it because of how fast they respond. Plus, they're tanky. They're not just like they like heal each other and shit. It's crazy. Having sent a message first, just inviting people to chat won't open or send it. Yeah, back in the day, it used to. It's funny in my series, I learned that the hard way and look like an idiot. Dread site still a decent is. We haven't done any of them. I haven't learned any of them yet, other than this one. I'm gonna look at the Dread one. I'm gonna look at the hacking one. I'm gonna maybe look at the combat one. You're streaming the most random hours, I swear. Yeah, I was gonna stream earlier today, but my plumbing died. Stella, you can warp to me whenever. Is there a particular reason to be in Tabbetzur? He says. I think I'll need like a command for this, yeah. Or maybe I should just say no reason at all. Yeah, it's a special system. It's like Turner. It's the Drifter Crisis system. Drifter salvage, yeah. Basically salvaging this as like a little mini game. You can see it up here. So whoever is not getting shot is salvaging, and if you're getting shot, you're not salvaging. Yeah, no worries. Tabbetzur is interesting. It's got static wormholes, it's got special sites, it's got all types of fun stuff. Random carriers doing random ass shit. I guess I would prefer not to popularize Tabbetzur, but I don't think it's, you know, gonna become popular just because I'm doing it on stream by any stretch. It's not really for everybody. You probably want like a group here to enjoy it. We'll see though. The core concept of Tabbetzur is a little bit lost on some of my core mates, but they're learning it, you know? But the idea of Tabbetzur is like you don't actually farm in here unless you're gonna do these drifter things. You're like farming through the wormholes. So for example, if we're in Tabbetzur right now, if we're here, like you actually are supposed to do these for money. You're supposed to do these for money. The only reason we're doing this is because we're in like cheap punishers. Nobody gives a shit. We're allowed to do this. What are the statics? It's about 4 low sec statics, 1 null, 1 high, and then 4 to 5 J space reverse statics. I like it for the wormhole like Turner. Yeah, that's what it drew my eye. This is just something fun. We're learning about it. Retributions are not going to fit. Very few ships can enter this site. Only the weakest ships imaginable can fit in here. I'm not joking. You can't even use... You can use a destroyer, actually. But only Tech 1. Not even faction. Ooh, they're on me. Uh-oh. Someone says, Punisher. Exactly. Punisher don't play. It stands out among frigates for a few reasons. Chiefly, it's fucking insanely high resisted for a Tech 1 shit frig. Heron might be good for this with some antsy shield. Technically, anything that can run away can do this. The reason we picked the Punishers is that it takes a long time for them to kill you, even if you're not paying attention. Plus, this is what most people seem to use, so. See, they're on me now, but they're still so far away, I'm not really too fussed. We're still going to do some wrecks. When they start shooting me, we'll keep orbiting. But in the meantime, they're happily salvaging, right? See, they're hustling. Like, everybody in the fleet's hustling. Stella is certainly not somebody who's here to be lazy. He just was, you know, a little bit slow to enter the fleet for whatever reason. My point being, he's probably more than capable of doing this quickly. He just did it by himself with 2 guys, so surely he can do it as one with 3. So in that sense, we got ourselves a good teammate. I always thought it was just Theron Turner. Yeah, this is last year this came out. Midway through last year, right, Tabby? This isn't really, like, known because Eve Scout doesn't map it. But it's like, it's more of like a low-sec to low-sec place than it is a traditional Thera Turner. It's not as much J-space here. There is, but it largely favors low class, and from what I can see, and all the J-space are reversed like Turner, which means they might not even be there. My Eve Scout senses are tingling. I mean, they know about it, they just don't want to map it because not many people use it. I'm sure eventually, if they get a surplus of labor, they could do it, but I don't think it'll be that useful. But what's interesting, if you map it for yourself, then you can use Thera Turner and Tabby to get around, since those are mapped, right? It's kind of funny to think about. Look at us go. We're fucking... It's 5 minutes and there's only 6 bodies left. Wow, we are fucking hustling. Not bad. I want to watch to see when it pays out so I can start warping to the next one right away. Salvager Supreme. Yeah, I'm using Tech 1 salvies. I should probably use Tech 2. I also don't have full tackle rigs, which I should switch to. What's up, Rising? That's a long ellipses, bro. Ellipsis. Excuse me. Ellipses. There's only 1 left? What the fuck? This was a 6-minute time. Nice. Somebody's in my fleet says they didn't realize their rigs weren't in. Hell yeah. Well, that'll make it faster. Alright, let's see. When do we get paid? Yeah, it's instant. As soon as that last one goes, we get paid. We're looking for the next site. Let's go. Oof. Honestly, 6 minutes for a couple of clicks as a new bro for 15 mil plus the salvage loot. That's kind of funny. That's 150 million an hour for a day 1 mother trucker and a Punisher. Not bad. I guess it's pretty limited because there's only 1 tabby, but still. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Chad? I see it in all 30 years of the launch point for SAR. Cool. Have fun. This land is your land. This land is my land. This land is our land. Also, it's kind of ethical. We're in here saving people. They're stuck in these pods, but we're saving them. You know? It's hella ethical. You know I'd be loving that shit. My virtue is being signaled hella hard right now. One salvager, one virtue signal. Ethically sourced as dead ass. Well, I guess selling the people is pretty nuts. I guess we're not selling the people. What we're doing is we're delivering them as an EMS service. But it feels a little bit weird that we would sell them and get, you know, we should give them and then be rewarded later. You know? Anyway, I digress. I'm looking into this too hard. What if the bounty's attached to the case? What if the case says, bring me to a hospital and I'll pay you this money? That's probably what it is. The travel fee, the rescue fee is built into the pod. Easy. See? See how I just fucking navigate my way into a morally superior position right there? Easy. Easy. Right in the pocket. 150 mile an hour? What'd you miss? I mean, you're seeing it on screen right now. No deposit, no refund. I mean, it took us 6 minutes and we just started doing this. Nobody really knows that much. I guess Ark's done it before. Stella, you good? Stella's taking fat damage to the face. I want to do this one instead. Stella's getting lit up. There's a Velator scouting us. Uh-oh. I would imagine locals would probably occasionally try to make a play, but I feel like if people come in here, you just burn away and you laugh. Like, I don't know really if there's that much. Like, you'd have to work pretty hard to kill the 5 mil Punisher. You know? It reminds me of gas scooping. Like, there's really no way to take advantage of this. Unless you just hate me or whatever, which is fair. Or you're defending the area, which is bizarre. Someone says, let's play Tom. Chloro Tom. You can also just drop these things off whenever you want. Yeah, it's no problem. You can just do whatever you want. Bally says Tom tomorrow. What do you mean let's play? You want to do this tomorrow, you say? If my tomorrow doesn't suck as much as today, maybe. I like how they just never called me back. I can't get over that. I can't get over that. Like, they led me to this one plumber joint, led me to believe they're going to call me back and set up something for tomorrow, and they just never called back. Because it's probably not a great job, and they're probably not going to make $1 trillion off of it. But still, like, you could just tell me that. Nobody wants to clean your pipes. I'm gonna need a chider down here to lay some pipe. You silly billies. YouTube chat gets down. I mean, I'm always down to play, you know. Are you in my corp, Balasong? Ideally, this is going to be me and corp mates doing this, but these people are chill. I was only giving Stella a hard time because he wasn't listening, but he's listening now, so we friends again. Oh, okay, you're in my corp. I didn't even know you're in my corp, my bad. I can't remember the names. Sometimes I think the chatters are in my corp or vice versa. Probably the biggest point where you lose time is when you like burn away and then they switch and then you have to chase the Rex down again. That's probably the biggest time loss. This isn't really something to min-max, but that's probably where you could get the most time back. Arnicus, what's up, buddy? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So this one's definitely my fault. It's before main. Yeah. I appreciate you looking out for me, though. This is 100% my fault. Well, yeah, it's my fault, but, you know, the thing was built at the wrong grade, and there's a belly, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so there's really nobody to call to blame it on, sadly, on this. It'd be nice if it wasn't my fault on this time, but it is. Source City Worker, got you, yeah. I've had a, you know, family home when I was growing up and stuff. That would, depending on where it is, yeah. Wait, what was I going to do after this one? I don't remember. Let's go. Let's do another one. What was I going to do? I can't remember. Get a second opinion on the quote, bro. Oh, I'm not going to actually pay the dude to cut the pipe open. Honestly, I feel like I could cut the pipe. I could just take a fucking saw. It's just cut it and then use one of those couplers things. It's a sewer pipe. It's really not, you know, there's no pressure there. It's just a slide. Before I have them do it. I'm not going to pay them all that money. I mean, I don't need to be paying for that shit. Really good graphics on Linux, damn. It's just a funny thing to say because, like, yeah, Linux won't change your graphics. I mean, it can, and I guess it does, but like not like that. I personally kind of like this. I mean, I'm sure it'll get boring, but I'm gonna learn the other ones too and cycle between them. I'm gonna probably give out these fits to my court mates and stuff. We do a little bit on stream every once in a while. I'm not gonna be in Tabby every day, but Tabby is something I'd like to do on stream. Just goofing around. I'd like to maybe scan it down first, have a couple sites lined up, some exploration. Today it was scanned before I got here, which was nice actually. However, wait a second. How did I just finish that scan? Wait a second. Wait. Do salvagers not check range on the conclusion of their timer? What the fuck was that? Bro, they don't. Did anybody know that? Is that specific to these wrecks? They don't check distance on the second half of, on the conclusion of the timer on a salvage. That's all wrecks? I had no idea. I guess I haven't done much salvage. So if you actually are using salvager 2s with tackle, you could drive by every last one of these and like cut your time in half. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna try it again. That is insane. I guess you run the risk if you fail the salvage, right? Yeah. Oh my god, are you kidding me? That's so cool. I don't think it's relevant for me because my skills aren't there and I'm using ones, but still. Yikes. Hard ground isn't crazy, just dump a load of hot water after pipe exposed and for throwing a ground maybe. The problem is getting enough hot water there is not trivial. There's a whole bunch of problems. It's a pretty lengthy piece of the pipe that's frozen. I think I'm gonna have dudes come out, cut it, and pull it out, and then defrost it, like in the driveway, and then I'm just gonna reattach it myself. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Just yank it up out of there. It's a long section, and I know it sounds trivial, but I have to fix it anyway. I'm telling you, the thing's not installed right, so I might as well have them cut it out. They'll do it cheap if they just cut it and pull it out for me. If they do the whole job, it's going to be a ton of money. But I bet you for a couple $100, they would do all the labor required to yank it out. How long? It's like 14 feet of sewer pipe. That's frozen, in my estimate. Uku no Naka, what's up? Is this the only permanent? Yeah, I think this is a... Yeah, I don't want to like speak too candidly because I don't necessarily, it's not even like an OPSEC thing. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm not a plumber. So I'm probably getting everything wrong. But I do kind of want to fix the grade on it. I know that's a problem.
Accepted.
Mr. Beacons with the raid. Holy smokes. What are you doing? I'm over here complaining about my plumbing and doing drifter sites with chatters. You doing a little Eve streaming? You made so much S during the Drifter Crisis event. The Relic site made a lot of S. Yeah, we have those too. I don't think I'm gonna do those today, but maybe.
Connecting.
Mr. Beacons, hell yeah. Let me get you a little shout out. Thank you for the raid. That was very kind of you. I had a pretty bad day today, but I started streaming and everybody was so nice, and now my day is going really well. He's a new pilot to the EVE community. Is he? Ooh. Welcome to EVE. Crazy game to be new to. If only, right? We could go back. System stays too full of players for me to bother. You mean this? Chaos Rainer. Welcome. Good to see you.
Connecting.
New to the game and the community has been super helpful. Yeah, no doubt. But for you to be streaming, are you a variety gamer, or are you like just playing EVE full time now and let's have a following from something else? I mean, to be new to the game and have people watching you is pretty unusual, right? Oh, Stella, warp Stella. Stella's about to eat dust. Oh, Stella, no, baby. Turn your armor wrapper on. This is like the square peg in the round hole video where she's just screaming. Oh, maybe we can save him by salvaging everything. Hold on. Yeah, that's smart. Let's save him. I'm going to go for the one on the right. Oh, God. Too good. We saved his ass. Is this the video? There it is. Let's hope it's not a...
This is a square. Can you guess which spot that goes in?
The square.
That's right. It goes in the square hole.
Yes. Okay.
And how about this rectangle? That one
Also the square.
that goes in there too.
Yeah.
Up next, we've got this thin rectangle.
The thin
Can you
rectangle.
guess where that goes?
The thin rectangle.
That's right. It goes in the square hole. And up next, a cylinder.
The circle.
I think that goes in
The circle.
the square hole. Now, we've also got this semicircle right here. Do you see a slot that would fit
The semicircle.
semicircle?
The semicircle.
That's right, it's the square hole. Okay. Up next, the triangle. We know what hole that goes
The
into,
triangle.
right?
Triangle.
That's right, the square hole. And up next, we have the arch.
The arch. The
And
arch.
you guessed it.
The arch.
It goes in the square hole.
I haven't seen that one in a minute. All right, sorry. My team's like dying while I watch a delightfully autistic girl just get irrationally upset. Or I should say rationally upset over this man just butchering a child's game. Shout out to her. She's my favorite. Paola, what's up, dude? I see you. Sorry, I had to put it on. I referenced it. I had no choice. That's the streamer's decree. That is the way. I just enforce the rules. I don't make... Wait. Makes no sense. Stella almost died. I feel bad, dude. Also, I learned you can drive by... Look at his hole. Holy shit, it's so funny. Yo, Stella might be my new favorite chatter. I'm sorry. He's so good. My video is great. Yeah, I know. She's so good. The pain in her face is just best in class. Nah, what's up, base? Now, these are old sites. These are event sites that have kind of just been encapsulated out of this system. What's up, Gunner? Arch. I can't get that. Dang. So I moved my Corbin to Tabby. Anybody that's not doing blops is here doing their own thing. You don't have to do it, but Tabby's an interesting system. Should be a good way for people to learn about the game, work together, especially learn about how wormholes work for travel and mapping and whatnot without committing to JSpace life, which is rather OPSEC concerned. Meanwhile, Tabby is just an open system with a shite load of Russians and other little explorers flitting around. When's the next bank robbery op? That was fun. Crazy. Good to see you. Honestly, whenever. Probably not today, though. It's already way too late. Maybe tomorrow. It's kind of just like whenever I do it. You can always try to pressure me into it. And Dwayne does it all the time. Glad you had fun. D-Bar says you had a pipe burst on you? Nah, it's not a burst, thank God. It's a frozen sewer pipe. Which isn't the worst thing ever. I mean, technically I could just not shit for, you know, another 5 weeks. Maybe it'll warm up. But we do have to get it figured out. Mr. Babikins, take care. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you enjoy Eve. If you ever need anything, let me know. I'm not one to recommend spoiling the game for yourself with a bunch of stuff, but I do exploration, wormhole stuff, gas stuff. You let me know. I'm always happy to share ideas or listen to yours. Have a wonderful evening. How much you actually make off the bank robberies? I mean, I don't make anything. I pay out the ass to do that. They got an event going on. These are regular anomalies that just are here because this is like kind of the tattoo of the event. My tutor says I can do Eve Marketplace for my thesis. Good man. You only need 1 whole HP, right? No, there's no event. This is just a normal system now. It just has stuff in here. Sorry, I'm tired of explaining it. Nothing personal. It's that part of the stream where I've already said it 10 times, and it's not your fault. Just, you know, you come in a little late. I can't sugarcoat it, though. I'm just like, Tabby, you know, it's just a normal system. It's like Turner. Yeah, banks are typically not a good source of income. The money is more of a tool that you use to get a fight. Now, you can take it. I've personally robbed 1.3 billion ISK from a single bank before. So it exists. Right? But there's a lot of reasons for why bank robbing is not a good source of ISK. That would almost be like debate format to get into. Now, if you go out solo and just kind of pick away, sure, that might work. Yeah, so these are one of the drifter sites during the old event. This is the salvage one. We're basically just running around. There's a pack of rats we're just playing keep away from. See how he's running now? Whoever they're on, they just run away. The other guy's salvage. Simple, right? I guess the curious thing is not how the site works, but why it's here. Pick away at the smaller groups. You're not talking about killing these, right? These respawn. That's the sad part. You've done all sorts of niche shit. Yeah, this is super niche. This is new and niche. A lot of people skip the drifter event like myself, so I didn't even know about it. I only knew about Tabby because I'm into wormholes and travel, so I knew Tabby was a Turner system. But it takes us, I don't know, 5-6 minutes. This one's taking us a little bit longer, but that's okay. Sometimes they take a little longer. 5-6 minutes to do it. We each get 15 million ISK and have a little bit of salvage. It's kind of funny. We're using just basic punishers, like very little combat. It's just a good time. I'll do a bunch more of these. Camping ansies for fun is starting fights too, yeah. I'm hoping to make this like an entry-level activity for new bros in my corp. That's why I'm learning it right now. Looks like we finished again. Larry started linking soft just to make fights. There you go. That's some good shit. It's honestly not bad. Like, I'm seriously thinking as a new player, like, if you learn some of these silly sites, like, you could make a lot of money doing them with your buddies in such an interesting way that kind of, you know, I like Veldspar like the next guy, right? I mean, I don't really mind it, but I think it's cool to sit there and mine it. But this is like another level of interaction. Oh, your base says I need to resub? You mean to the channel, right? I'm just kidding. He's like, shut up. Nobody wants to sub to your shitty Twitch channel, Chlorokin. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, there's those weekend pass things you can grab just to goof around with Omega stuff. You can also play like a little bit of Alpha stuff. But otherwise, you might as well just, you know, if there's nothing causing you to want to play and spend all the money on the subs, then, you know, it's just an off season. That's all. My tunes are in Turner, yeah. So that's very similar to this. But Turner is a little bit different. It's actually got some, it's got a lot of PvP implications. Tabby is like, there's really not a lot to do here, PvP wise. I'm going to be honest. You can roam through the holes, sure. But it's not great. Turner is pretty great from everything I can understand. Yeah, I guess the Paolo, how you doing, by the way? I guess kind of the comparison people have been making, and I guess it's apt to make, is like Homefronts, right? But I feel like Homefronts may be poorly conceived based on what I was reading about them. Whereas this is just like chill as shite. It was a little bit unintuitive on how to do them, these sites, but now that I understand, it's like uber chill. Next week, we're going to do another one of these. I'm going to probably try to do the Dreadnought one. I'll bring 3 characters with cap resistance, and we'll just bring 2 frigates, or 2 destroyers, and from my corp, and have them, what's the word? Have them, killed all the rats. I also, maybe even later today, I could do one of the, Drifter, relic sites. When we're done here, and maybe another couple of these, I could do one of those sites. I don't know. Maybe I'll just kill myself by accident in the site, because there are like traps, but maybe that'll be exciting. Who knows? Maybe I'll take a look at it. I know we have people in chat that have done them. Payout from drifter sites was pretty good. Yeah, we were testing that today to figure out what type of money you can get. 15 mil a pop, 3 people, 6 minutes a site, maybe a minute of travel. It's honestly not bad at all. Guess it's time to join ChloroKitties? Nah, only if you need a place to get some hugs, that's all. Certainly not worth leaving your current gig to come join me just for a couple of silly sites. My goal is to have an open door and to potentially have it scale into something interesting. The blobs are very interesting to me. Still figuring it out, though. It might take me another year to truly become a, you know, halfway decent person in this field. Right now, I'm just baby steps. I can tell you right now, you know, I originally thought I could just have targets if I had DPS, but it's not really the case. The problem isn't the DPS, it's the targets. Now, I know that seems incredibly obvious, but it's even more tipped than I realized, at least in my experience so far. So that's okay. It just means more hunting, less stacking of non-hunters, basically. You're an NPC corp anyway? Yeah, no worries. I mean, shit, we are literally recruiting people that want to hang out. Just make sure you're not a racist. Make sure you're here to have a good time, and you'll be good. We don't sit around talking about identity. We just play Eve. But I would hate to find out later that you're an asshole. Break time over, back to work. See you, buddy. Have a wonderful rest of your shift. I like how the rats just barely even shoot me anymore. It's fantastic. They've been trained well. I know why these sites are taking us a little longer now, because somebody's coming back after a repair or whatever. That's why. No big deal. Eve is the place to leave society and not bring it with us. Well, no, I disagree with that. But I'm not going to tell you how to think, of course. Does he mean to the French Count? Appreciate you, Chlorokin. Hell yeah. Have a great stream, good sir. I will. The stream's already been great. Having a great time. Just chilling. Exactly what the doctor ordered. I had a very annoying day today, to the point where I'll be happy when it's over. Does being mean to the French count? I mean, I do press them daily. In coffee form. 4 racks left? Not bad. Good timing here. For a late start, this was great. This is going to be you know, under 6 minutes with a late start. Cool. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Is there I guess it wouldn't last long enough. It'd be sick to have some boost to increase salvage range, but that's not really practical for this. You can't fit ships in here really. But extra salvage range would be pretty goated. Surprised there's no like mods to make salvages better. Like not just stronger, but like longer range or whatever. Odysseus. Yeah, that one's not gonna fit in here, sadly. Nice. 5.5 minutes with a late start. Shit. You love to see it. So if you look at your wallet, it should just say a bunch of these 15 mil things, right? So we can actually literally see the time. So I guess I've been going slow here, right? So in reality, we'll say I'm about to do another one in 5 minutes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times 15, sure. So it's not quite the 150 we thought. It's 120. 120 is still quite generous, and I feel like we're going at a reasonable pace. We're not like rushing. So you figure for a new bro that really taking his time, still 100 mil an hour a person for the dumbest thing ever. 120 each person, yeah. Plus these things, but these really don't add up to that much, I guess. I have 8 million worth after a while. I think I only deposited ones. I think I'm just gonna sit here and salvage ones right next to me instead of wasting time.
Autopilot disabled.
Judge!
Waypoint reached.
What up, Gangstar? How you doing?
I know you not at my house, lol.
I know you're not at my house. Oh, you living in Tabby now? Uh-oh. What's up? Yeah, my corpse living here now. Uh-oh. We neighbors. Thank you for the sub. 6 months in advance, am I reading that right? As if you're gonna watch for 6 months. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Thank you. Yeah, we're just learning how these sites work just for fun. I'll share the knowledge with my corp and maybe give some new bros some interesting things to do here, yeah? I think it's pretty noble. Self-serving, but noble. Judge redeeming shit for no reason, love it. Explicit instructions to not redeem it. Wait, we've only done 2 so far? Are you guys even salvaging? I feel like I did those 2. He's like, hey, I'm running, dude. Get off my space nuts. All right, I will. Anyway, it's cold. My house is broken. Feels bad, man. But you know what? I got chat. I got, you know, snackos. I got my cat. Things are not that bad. I'm sure someone will help me tomorrow. Otherwise, I'll just burn the whole motherfucking place down. You know what I mean? That's more than Nubro Abyssals, yeah. You're running a ninja salvaging? Good man, good man, good man. Yeah, just lock them on and drive by. That's so funny. Unironically, it's kind of the thing to do. There is definitely a little bit of a, someone said implants for salvage. There's definitely a little bit of a way to speed this up if you really care. It's kind of funny. Oh, you're in Parallax Alliance? What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, but this is past their prime time. This is, literally Parallax is sleeping right now. So we're just out here chilling. See you, Slimy. Have a wonderful sleep, if that's where you're headed. Take care. Yeah, we can kind of stay out of the way, though. They're not... I don't want to say this wrong, but... they have some things they can improve on. So, I don't necessarily get the impression that they're going to be that tough to deal with. We're already not staging in their fort, so they can't really blacklist us. I've already killed a few of their scanners. I intend to kill many, many more. Crazy says bedtime for me too. Pleasure as always, kind sir. Hope you feel better. Thank you. Yeah, I feel great now. Don't worry. We Gucci. Just, Dealing with adult things, you know. Nobody likes it. Enter has a club bay. Yeah. Don't really need clones for anything here. And if they blacklist us, you know, the station's fine. The only thing that's annoying about the station, I don't really mind a clone situation, is there's no repairs in the station in Tabby, which is just ridiculous. It's terrible, terrible, terrible stuff. Wow, 4 minutes and we only have 4 boxes left. Holy shit, we hustled this one. Wow. Wow, that was very fast. Let me get up on this last box. Whoa, this is under 5 minutes? I feel like these guys are feeling themselves now. Is this going to be our first sub 5 minute one? Look at him, look at him. He's just tagging it and running. He's so Chad. Drive by. He says, I'm a hustler. Homie acts about me. little Rick Ross. Another one. That was sub 5. It must have been. It'd be cool if it displayed like a time. Just straight us to the wallet. Yeah. It's pretty nuts actually. I don't know if it gets taxed by corp or not. I don't have a tax, but these things too are goofy. I have 68 people that I've saved. That's a lot of people. That's so many people. Put 2 on 1, almost 100%. Yeah, my salvage is a little low. Sometimes I don't even do it with 4. It's brutal. They're probably gonna get on me, yeah? I'm the only one here. I'm gonna ninja salvage every time this time. I'm just gonna get out of range on every single one of them. Yep, nailed it. Here, we'll do it again right here. Dude, this is hilarious. Doing the drive-by. Doing the drifter drive-by. Oh shit. We're doing the drifter drive-by fall. Oh, another one. Look, another one. Dude, this is sick. Look, I'm just getting out of range, and because it doesn't range check on the backswing of the spell, you're able to just literally drive by all of them. And if you have even halfway decent scanning or salvaging, you get it almost always. Bro, next level shit here. I may not be able to PvP, but I can fucking 1v1 some wrecks like nobody's business. I found my calling. Salvaging. Also, I overshot that like crazy. This is awesome. I am completely not interested in sticking around to find out if these salvages work. We're just hoping for the best. Alright, on to the next one. Dude, we're gonna nail this. We're only 2 minutes in. We're almost halfway done. New record. Oh, see, I failed that one. Alright, that one failed, see? That was bad. Why is this so entertaining? Beautiful. Beautiful! Maybe I should put auto-tracking on. Do a cinematic experience. Yep, another one. Dude, we are so fucking fast at this. This is about to be a 200 million ISK hour. 200 million ISK per hour activity. Watch. Just watch. Wash me, do wash me. Me number one, and you know where me from. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Ah! God, this is too clean. It's gonna make me upgrade my salvaging to level 2, 100%. Oh, he's already on that one. Shit, we need another one. Dude, everybody's on them. Everybody around me is already on them. This is crazy. This is like turbo salvage. That's nothing compared to the 2 bill an hour setup I had going. What do you got? What you mean? You salvaging 2 billion ISK an hour worth of stuff? God damn, bro. I didn't know Young Fish had it in him. I didn't know he could be so suave. Single account too, bro, he says. He's laying it on thick. I wish I remembered the numbers from that one guy I had to ban. What were the numbers? Did anybody remember the numbers he claimed? Dwayne, are you here? Can you clarify the numbers for me? The numbers, Mason. Yeah, what did homeboy claim he got? And I'm not even trying to dump on him. I'm not going to say his name. But he said he was in a prospect and he got 14 billion in 1 week in a solo prospect, right? That's what it was. Yeah. That's awesome. That's all. I wish I could just make shit up and just believe it and just have, you know, just put it out there. Hope for the damn best. I should probably go back to this rack. Come on. Yes, I got it. All right, one left. Give it to me, boys. 4 minutes and 35 seconds. All right, let's do one more and then I'll probably give it a rest for now. But you guys can keep going as two. He has an alt too. And then I might look at one of those exploration sites. I just want to make sure we're not doing the same thing forever on stream. Like the kids say, cap. Those freaking kids. Those freaking kids in their caparinos and their keks. Their kek dubs. Dude, I'm a notorious kek dubber. I don't know if you guys ever talked to me on Discord, but I kek dub probably entirely too much for 2026. But I'm not ashamed. I'm me, baby. All I can do is be my cringe ass self. Drop a couple keks. I run character, took a 15-year break. I'm at a whopping 50 mil an hour if I mind, but that gets me boring. Joined a low-sec corp, quite large, and bumped it to 200 million an hour, still broke. LMAO. That's a story right there. Holy shit, I love it. Hell yeah. I'm ready for brighter horizons. Yeah, no doubt. This is like a fun activity. If you're experienced, this is definitely lowbrow, but it's kind of fun to goof off, right? Oh, sorry. I think it's CDC, but I'm gonna wait for them to warp to me. My apologies. I didn't warp them. Well, I ruined the timer on this one. Hey, good to see you. Welcome. I trust you're well. I'm just hanging out with some chatters here. In Punishers. Floating around, being beautiful, being pink and blue. Just having a nice little stream here. Hoping, hoping tomorrow's another day. So I kind of want to check out the drifter thing. Does anybody in chat have any experience with that? Somebody said they've done them. The drifter exploration sites. I've looked at a guide. It's not crazy, but I didn't memorize it. It's kind of like flicking off the traps and then taking the loot, right? It's all easy hacks. Shouldn't be a problem even with fours. Yeah. Got it. So, Judge, you're in Tabby just coincidentally? That's so crazy. Do you hate me for being here? There's a specific route? Okay. Well, I'll leave out the specific route part. Just because I'll have fun maybe checking it out. Not sure I'll do it today, but we'll see. Lots of mines to dodge. Yeah, but they're visible, aren't they? I read they were actually visible on like the fucking Aegis one where you can hardly see them in the red, right? How visible would you say they are? I guess we could go look later. If you figure, do them allow you to figure out the route? Gotcha. Very easy? Yeah, okay, I'll be fine. I'll probably end up actually doing off stream and learning a little bit before I come on stream. It's usually my MO. I did it here as well. But I think probably not for tomorrow, but for next week I want to test the other site in here. Well there's a couple, but I want to do the Dreadnought one. I think that would be fantastic to do on stream. I can bring all 3 cap lodges for it. You know, it'd be kind of fun is to do Drifter Ball, but compete. Each person puts in 10 mil to each site, and the person that gets the most Rex wins the prize. I was thinking about how to make things incredibly degenerate for some reason. Is there harder sites or all the same? You mean for this? This is exactly the same thing every time. Classic Eve style. There are other sites though. Like I said, there's an exploration site, there's a Logi site, and there's like a big grand battle site. Oh no, they're after me freaking Lucky Charms again. I tried all types of things with these. I actually tried pulling them off the site. I tried MTUs. Oh, did he warp off? Dude just is like, alright, I'm out. See ya. Later. Later. All the sites for this event are copy paste? Yeah, 100%. Oh, he died. Oh, he died. Oh, he didn't turn his repper on? What happened? Oh, no. Oh, no, he died. Okay. And the Punisher's going to loot him. There's been a murder in the sandbox, folks. The kids have killed each other. They're now partying each other out for organ money. Oh, this is awesome. We're on like a trip to the museum with like an elementary school, and like 3 of the kids just like shanked each other in the bathroom. Oh, I'll never forget you, bro. What's up, blue guy? 2 ventures get me rich, belt mining and high sec, right? So probably not. Did you? This guy ran up and salvaged the Punisher instantly. He didn't even loot it. He walked up and salvaged. Also, there's a wolf on D-Scan, which can't fit in here. Yo, imagine. This guy is just too good at this game. Any wreck instantly gets salvaged by this guy. Any wreck. Right. Ant special. Somebody's watching. Is that Judge? What's up, bro? Oh, is that you? Hey, what's up? Oh god, that's so funny. Bro, I'll never forget you. Look at him rush his loot. There's like literally 800k ISK worth of loot in there. I love this so much. This just got way funner. More fun. I can't believe it. Holy shit. Alright, I'm gonna take a little break from this. We'll wind this little section down. We'll see if I can maybe do these exploration sites or something else. Let me dock up. See if somebody doesn't smart bomb my poor little Punisher. How'd he come say hello? Oh, that was you? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Good to see you, dude. Let me take a little breather. I'm gonna go give my cat a little food. She's hungry as well. And what I'll do is I'll either look at those sites and try to do it and or die, which I don't really like learning things for the first time on stream. I get a little paranoid, a little nervous, I guess. But I might try it. Otherwise, we'll find something fun to do. Be back in under 5 minutes. So basically, I have not seen this site at all before. Normally this is bad news for me to do this on stream, but this one's worst case scenario. Jack blows up in his stereo. It's really not that big of a deal. But the premise is that if you fail a hack inside of here, the site explodes. Like it goes off. So looking at it, there's a jailer and 8 eradicators. The jailer, if the site triggers, this will bubble the whole site. And each eradicator is an individual sentry. The Watchful Authority turns off the sentries if they're turned on. This is pointless. So we're going to hack the jailer and then the eradicators, I suppose. You can also ignore everything and have some faith in yourself and just do the cans. But if you fail any of them, the site pretty much kills you, I guess. I don't know what the Steadfast Martyr Witness is. What is that? Oh, these are just mines. So there's 10 mines in here. So they activate with a 10 km radius. That's all I needed to know. And there's apparently pretty easy to see, so. Make sure you have shader quality set to high and at least medium. Yeah, everything is high. Thank you, Okananaka. If I wanted to be rich, I would Plex, but I just want to chill my spreadsheets in space, yeah. Heap's an interesting game. I think that being proud of your net worth in Eve is probably a bad thing, just innately. And that's just my take. It's not right or wrong. But like we're talking about like in real life too, but I'm not really talking about that right now. That's just honestly completely different. I don't really care about that right now. In Eve though, it's like extra apparent. Like your net worth could be derived from so many different things in this game, in real life. But in this game, it's just so many things. It's actually like when people say how much they're worth unless prompted, it's kind of cringe. You know, we're all probably on the same level on that. And the reason for that is like, who knows or cares how they got that, right? If they have so much, well, they probably either won the AT or exploited somebody for it. That's just how it works. But there's certainly some economic topics to talk about with Eve as always. People are sending me contracts. What's this? Excuse me. What's the raptor for? Sorry, my cat's attacking me before I get back into things. I figured I'd give her the attention she craves. I don't know what this ship is for. But thank you. It's in Tabby. It's a raptor. Interesting. Very interesting. I think I'll switch to my noise canceling headphones because my cat is doing cat things. Nice. A little bit weird, but now I don't have to hear silly noises coming from my cat while I'm streaming. Fantastic. Suppose the fit on these is a bit weird. All right, let me take a look at this one more time. Dwayne says, poor cat. Shut up, Dwayne. Getting chloro blocked. Yeah, there's no chloro block here. She's just got a lot of energy because she just ate and she's meowing and running around. She doesn't even want me. La vie est simple. So this site doesn't look that complicated, honestly. Let me find where one's at real quick. I'll go fly over there and take a look. Crazy. Noise canceling is insane. It's a very bizarre
Connecting.
technology. Vigilant with the follow. What's up? Thank you for that. Thank you, gangster. All right, so I'm just going to bring this. I really don't give a shit if I die. Let's be real here. I feed shit constantly. So let's go one of these sites here. Noise canceling is what lets you sleep every night, yeah. I am pretty easily disturbed by noises, I would say. I've never used this stuff until like a couple days ago. It's pretty shocking. Like, truly does block everything out. It's a bit of a fake pressure sensation there. I say fake because there's actually no pressure. It's just the sound waves. White noise generator. So active noise cancellation would be a couple things, usually layered on top of each other, but it all depends on the company. Generally, they're pumping sound in, like a white noise. They're also listening for what's outside and canceling that out by playing it back in real time. But the pressure comes from the white noise they pump in, yeah. Let's go take a look at these traps. I want to see what the traps look like. They're probably pretty cool. So good thing I did this because he didn't bookmark it again. I don't really mind scanning it down and not bookmarking. It's really not a problem. I'm just happy they enter anything at all into the mapper. What's up, Minecraft player? Tenful. How you doing? Already a classic region in my personal growth as a capsuleer. Episode 14 of my series. Spends a lot of time there. Celestial Nick says, good evening, buddy. What up? How you doing? How you doing? How the heck are you? So interestingly enough, these are combat sites. But obviously they're for relics. Pretty good so far? Nice. I like that for you. So of course people could have these scanned down and obviously do weird stuff to us, but let's just risk it for the biscuit. Why not? Let's take a quick look, skis. What's up, Noah? How you doing? My plumbing in my house is fucked, and I couldn't get a kerosene heater to freeze the pipe, so I've just been fucked all day. Stream's good though. Yeah, the car fix was so easy. It's crazy, man. So it says it's supposed to tell me if it's triggered. I don't see it saying it's triggered, so we should be able to go in. Yeah, so I'm gonna call more plumbers tomorrow and see if someone can come out here with a torpedo heater. I was driving all over looking for a fucking heater. Fascinating. So this is the site. Where are the... Oh, those are the traps right there. See? Look. I don't even... Oh, there they are. I gotta add these to the... There we go. Perfect. Cool. So basically, this is the site. And this is the thing right here that turns off the turrets if they're on. And let's see. These are the actual boxes. These are the traps. Right here. And the range is 10 km. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. These are the things you hack to turn off. The traps are here. Ah, here they are. So the traps are actually even harder to see. That's these. But they're still totally seeable. Let's turn brackets on so we can actually see what we're looking at here. Wait, do we not get brackets for LCO? Hold on. 1 second. Where's the bracket thing? I hate Eve overviews, bro, so much. How do I get these on my fucking overview? I have brackets on. What are these sites? These are drifter sites. How the hell do I get them to just appear on my screen? I have all things on. Do they just not appear? Am I tripping? I thought you could get LCOs to appear. Well, I'd like to be able to visually see these. Not sure what I'm missing here. It's got to be like an overview setting I'm like not aware of. Bubble show based on proximity. Well, yeah, I'm just looking to get the brackets in space. That's all. But we're not going to get brackets, are we? Huh. Yeah, so I guess they have them turned off here for immersion. I guess that's my only answer. The VL bracket is useful. This? What's up, friendly newbie? I hear you, Okununaka. I'm just wondering if I can get the actual bracket to work before I go in there. Fascinating. So you gotta go up and hack these things, essentially. Insane. Without hitting the martyrs. Okay. So I can see how there can be a route here when you get used to it if this is static. So let's just go down to this one. So I guess you could watch here for the martyrs, technically. Even if you're not paying attention, you could easily just watch here. Looks like we should easily be able to go over there and hit it. Let's see. Patient eradicators. Oh, I see. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on a second. These are all mines. It's the cans we have to hack. I see. Why? It's really actually annoying how there's no brackets on my space. It's actually like kind of killing this for me a little bit. What's up, Wise? How you doing? Is there something anybody knows that I'm missing here? Because that's incredibly wacky. Alright, let's go hack this jailer then. Well, maybe this will work. Ooh, we're starting to see stuff here with the TAC map on. That's helpful. Looks like there's mines. Yeah, I can kind of see them a little bit now. No brackets is so wild. That is a choice. Mines are real hard to see. Well, we can see them here for sure. Yeah? I can already tell I'm not going to like this. Blue guy's just coaching me along. So these things pop at 10k out. I mean, there's nothing near me. We can just walk up and hack this easily. So this triggers at 10 km. Well outside of that bubble is that trigger. Yo, if this triggers at 10 km, that bubble is like 4 km. Insane. Someone says meow meow in local. So now there's a bunch of eradicators, and basically if I fail a site, the eradicators will one-shot me, but if I get rid of them, right? I'm really bothered by a few things here. First of all, the wiki says 10 km radius on these. But I was 13 km and I was extremely far away from that. Fascinating. So right now I'm just kind of marveling over how close, once again, like always in Eve, how close this is to being cool. But all they really have to do is to just put the fucking brackets on these things so I can play the game without having to squint and stare. Paku says only one way to find out. I mean, at this point, I'd rather even just come back with a Tech 1 ship and YOLO around rather than this shit. No visual awareness of where these eradicators are at all. Look. There's another jailer over there. There's 3 jailers. Wiki says 1 jailer. Oh, man. This is an incredibly poorly designed piece of content, I gotta say. Somehow it's better than the Aegis Capital thing, but that's not really saying much. Can't you control select and turn on visibility? Box select them? What? You want me to lock them all? Yeah, no, this is just a standard Eve thing here, really. This is just Eve being Eve. Here we have like this really beautiful site where there's a bunch of mines that explode. They don't want you to see them, so they don't have brackets enabled, I guess. Fine, I guess. Or maybe LCOs just aren't bracketable in space. But they've also turned off the turrets that you have to hack in space, and you have no idea where they are. You have to blindly like click them and look around. There's no semblance of understanding of where I'm supposed to go by looking at this, unless I click them all and like, oh, it's terrible. You have to zoom in and manually pilot portions of the site. Well, I think I could do it. This isn't an issue of doing it. This is an issue of this is another garbage ass site. That's what this is. See, like you keep mentioning how you have to zoom in to see them. Right. But and here's what I'm trying to get across to you. Any amount of zooming in doesn't tell me there's something here. See this? This is what I have to hack. If it's not selected, it just blends in and doesn't exist. That's just terrible design. Yikes. See, I have absolutely no desire to do this type of content. If it's not going to be like easy to do in the sense of like I can actually see what I'm doing, I have no desire to do it. The Aegis Capital one was way worse, but this is the same exact style of silliness. You loved this site when it was in high sec? Yeah. You hacked the white boxes? No, these are no, listen to me. You don't have to hack these, but these are hackable containers. Yeah, I know. So the way this site works is that you show up and you turn off these things if you want to, right? You're supposed to turn these off, but they're just invisible. You could skip them and do all these things and not fail if you want. But that doesn't change how piss poor this design is. And, you know, Eve, for someone like Noah who doesn't play Eve does this a lot with these sites. They'll make like a site that's really beautiful and big and cool, but just be like really whack in terms of how you actually do it. And this one, everybody apparently just does the boxes and hopes for the best. And that's just like crazy to me. They aren't the money makers, he says. Yeah. I know. See, I feel like I'll talk sometimes on stream, but like somebody won't hear me, which is normal. But like, yeah, I'm not talking about how this could be good ISK per hour. I'm talking about how this is poor game design. I'm not saying that it could be done if you know the route. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm saying this is poor game design. This is really bad. If these things are hackable and they turn off, they need to be visible. The mines can be invisible if you want, but I argue they shouldn't be invisible either. Motherfucker, Eve is played by like 60-year-old, 70-year-old dudes. They got bad vision. Come on. So disappointing. Oh well, what are you gonna do? This is exactly like the Aegis Capital site. It's just like I'm gonna keep it $150 with you. Besides the art assets, like these sites are trivial to conceive and produce. You'd think they could at least test them and see how it feels. But, you know, there's a way to do it quickly and make money on it, so that's chill. It's just, sometimes Eve just is crazy. That's kind of why I like this, like, Abyssals, Paku says. Can barely see shit without the attack overview. What's up, Wardlock? How you doing? I got shitty eyes too. I'm in my 30s. It's like they put a handful of honey roasted carrots nestled snugly in a thorny rose bush decorated with hair trigger mines. My bad. I'm mostly focused on the ISK per hour. Yeah, I was just trying to do it for something fun to do. But truthfully, I'd rather do almost anything besides that. So what Ukanunaku is trying to explain to us is that you can go in there and go can and leave. But like I'm looking at that going like, why did we develop all this? Why did we make this art asset? And why did we create all these little traps if it's all meaningless and we can't even see it? Anyway. The ISK per hour is the fun, he says. Well, that's just silly. Anyway, so observatory infiltration, not my cup of tea. Maybe some other people will like that, but dude, what an absolute train wreck. All right, so that one's nailed down. So that one, no good. Now, we also have, like I said, there are these research outposts. And these are the ones where you heal the dreads. So I certainly want to do this. Probably not today, though. As for today, though, what do I want to do? I'll probably just wind it down. No big deal. Slow day in Eve today. Just wanted to come on and blow off some steam, you know. tomorrow I don't know if I'll stream it. I have no idea. I'm gonna spend all day trying to get my house fixed, but difficulty should not be based on a lack of accessibility. Yeah, I guess that's my problem. Is like we have all this beautiful stuff and like it's unusable. That's a 5-man home front though. Yeah, the Dreadnought one. Well, it's not a home front. It's just styled like a home front. Yeah, you need 3 cap ships and 2 destroyers or something, right? Yeah, I got you. The most fun is for cycles to drop and trigger the defenses. You're painstakingly working on solving it. There's no solving there. Like I read, and you know, I guess I'm beating a dead horse, but I read that site and I had some hope for it. I thought that it was going to be a little bit like a standard limited sleeper cache, kind of like go around the clouds, have a good time. No. Oh, Eve, you're so funny. But anyway, Drifter Ball is definitely a huge success. That's like massive activity. I'm going to bring out a shitload more of those Punishers. And then we'll sort that out. I think I'll dip, duck, and dodge up out of here. Thank you for trying to help me figure out that site, though. There's still plenty of things to do in Tabbetzur, by the way. There's like gas. I'm actually working on characters right now. Let me show you. Cap up the Dread home front. There might be a Drifter home front thing that copied it. I'm actually making characters to Sin Adventures and Pioneers. We're gonna do that on stream too, and scoop gas on stream from Tabbetzur and like, you know, fight people, right? Try to do a little bit reminiscent of a Nomad Tale 14 every once in a while. We'll probably die a lot, but you know, we're gonna use Avengers with newts and scrams and stuff. See if some idiot attacks me. Anyway, that site's a disappointment. Obviously, my day's been rough today, but it's still a good stream. Honestly, like no complaints from me. I've been happy. I just was a little bit shocked that none of the things were visible. So caught me off guard. Failed one and lost my ship. Failed a second due to someone triggering the defenses. That's awesome. I'll have Uko send me the route sometime when we're bored, and I'll just try the route just to be able to share it with people. But, you know, I'm disillusioned whenever the exploration sites are just stupid. A lot of the exploration sites are very stupid. The Superior Sleeper Cache is truly a diamond in the rough. Standard's really cool, too. They're great. They're really well designed. Even though they're static, they end up being fun. But ghost sites, not really well designed. Silent Battleground, the worst. I can bring you a ship and you can follow me in the site so it's easy for you. Love me some Expo rework rather than faction warfare focus. Yeah, maybe we'll get a year of exploration. Definitely not next year or this year. Oku, so what if I took a picture of the site and sent it to you on Discord? Would you be able to like draw a line on your route? I don't know if I want to do it anymore right now. But if that's not your cup of tea, next time I stream, I'll pop on. We'll just do it real quick if you're available. Need to sort superiors? Yeah, I definitely know superiors like the back of my hand. I've done so many of them. They are very cool. A lot of interesting things in there. So much loot. Very safe. And once you know them, they're kind of neat. There's a tiny, tiny bit of dynamicness to them based on where you spawn, but it's not really that much. You would need a few angles? Okay. Alright, we'll sort that out later then. Thank you, Oka, for helping me out, by the way. I just wanted to be clear. I was talking about the game design. That's why we were having issues. You were just talking about doing the damn thing. Friends and family, thank you for being here. My streams are always an awesome place to be. I'm a happy boy for having so many dedicated chatters that come here. Even when Eve is not being watched, I still get 90 people. There's only 400 people watching Eve, and 90 of them are in my chat. What the hell? Appreciate y'all. Love you. I will definitely be on tomorrow. How long? Who knows? Depends on how long the plumbers take. See you. My beautiful YouTube chatters, Debut, Minecraft player Celestial, D-Bars, Balasong, a lion, The Shark Man. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. I will see you soon. And, you know, do your best. See you, YouTube.